once again, requesting funds, acquiring, pay big, maybe dying. Hold up, wait a minute. Who is that? Ludwig the Distraction. Back on the list. Mod business. Never on the list. Anyway, this back. Gotta give you a little time to file lies. So the government blindside the IRS. A silly little crime. Write off microtransactions, pretending they're very necessary. Business expenses. So get that ass condition. Simply consider tipping every single penny in your possession, even if you can't read money. Even if you can't. I demand can be mandatory. Contributions. Get that ass all out of your wheelchair. Get your wallet out. Take $1 out. Then give me the rest of that. Now for the best attack. Wow. And by the way, put on a shirt and tie. Get to work. Work your ass off harder than my wife gets to look at a cutie pop. Net worth these pay-to-win mechanics pay for themselves. So sell everything. Let's see. Timbo slice 3 times a charm. Max out. Buy in. Back taxes. Half snacks. DoorDash deductions. Combine function like a ginormous supervillain. Origin. This house.
House or a condo?
Uh-oh.
Hello?
So this mature adult house is like a base of operation, complete with PlayStation, crappy laptop, the Switch, and cat shit. No AC. This is a stream that needs probably 3 dumb fuck drop $100. Cat agrees with me.
What do you want now? Get me the fuck out of here.
Shit, I don't get to have a Twitter. I hate my freaking job. Annoying as shit.
No, but really.
Pussy. I had to say it. Fuck this guy. What the fuck did I do? Stupid. Dude, I don't
Give up.
Back taxes, half snacks, DoorDash deductions, combine function like a ginormous supervillain. Origin. Specifically the twisted sociopath megalomaniac running arcade machines like a huge torture chamber filled with mutants. But this string, instead of Wolverine, it's a dozen Generics, and their parents are related. ABGM created the fan base I cultivated into a small cult that's gayer than AIDS. So get that ass condition. Simply consider tipping every single penny in your possession, even if you can't read money. Even if you can't. I demand can be mandatory. Contributions. Get that ass all out of your wheelchair. Get your wallet out. Take $1 out. Then give me the rest of that. Now for the best attack. Wow. You know what I mean? I did nothing wrong. It's been tough begging you to hold my hand and pay for stuff. Yes, you. I need that money. I really do. There's no more choice. I'm no longer getting sacrificed like Jesus Christ. While I'm more like Michael Vick. Triple fights. Alright. First thing I'd like to know, we missed the goal tonight. I'm overdrafted again on dinner. Order. It sucks. What I'll say is this. Maybe I'll drive this bus into Twitch. Its headquarters lost explosive. Not then be known as the Uniform Order.
I've been failing for 5 years. Let's not talk about work or jobs. Jobs. All that will do is get me down, down, down. My financial stability down, down, down. All that will do, let's not talk. All that will do is get me down. All that will do, let's not talk. Let's not talk about. All that would do, all that would do. Let's not talk. All that would do is get me down. All that would do. Let's not talk. Let's not talk about. I've been failing for 5 years. Let's not talk about work or jobs.
This is how life is. Life is not like this. Life is like this.
But I'm Darkside Phil. I am not any other content creator or streamer. I'm Darkside Phil. I'm the guy. I'm the guy.
An e-baking scammer.
I'm the guy.
Mark my fucking words. Stupid anime bitch.
I'm the guy.
14 years as an e-beggar and a scammer and WWE champion. Take a look around.
I'm the guy.
Life is tough right now. I guess I'm proud to be a loser. Down there at level 1. Well, you know what? It's nice at level 1.
I'm the guy.
An e-baking scammer. Please tip me.
I'm the guy.
Mark my fucking words. Stupid anime bitch.
I'm the guy. I'm the guy.
An e-baking scammer.
I'm the guy.
Take a look around. Stupid anime bitch.
I'm the guy. I'm the guy.
Hey, stupid. I have depression, you dumb fuck. I actually have it. I know what it feels like, alright? So, if you disappeared today, no one would care. I have depression. I know what it feels like. I actually have it, you dumb fuck. I know what it feels like. Fat fuck. Slow day, all day, I'm depressed. Record low views, thumbs down, I'm depressed. I have depression. I have depression. Whale tail, I'm drinking and I'm thinking, but I have this nagging in the back of my head that's telling me you're a loser. You have no power over anyone on this planet. You're the epitome of a waste of life. Hey, stupid. I have depression. I know what it feels like. I actually have it, you dumb fuck. I know what it feels like. Fat fuck. Slow day, all day, I'm depressed. Record low views, thumbs down, I'm depressed. I have depression. I have depression. I have depression. I know what it feels like. I actually have it, you dumb fuck. I know what it feels like. Fat fuck. Slow day, all day, I'm depressed. Record low views, thumbs down, I'm depressed. I have depression. Depression. Fat fuck, you stupid loser. You think you know anything about anything in real fucking life. You know nothing. Meerkat Bob.
Right now, for the next week, I'm literally strapped for cash. The only money I'll have is tips coming in on the streams. And that, by the way, I have to raise money to pay 2 big bills next week. All my utilities are due next week. So now in the next few days, I have to raise money to pay my utilities. And then, you know, see what I mean? Like, this is how it is for me. Yet these shitheads out there want to fucking fuck with me behind the scenes.
It's like I ain't been here in a long time. Yo, what's up, guys? Shit. It's gonna be a weird day today. Alright, man. It's good to see you guys first and foremost. Welcome to the Bacon Social Club. I'm your dumbass host, Chill Murray. You should already know that, right? You guys aren't stupid like I am. Alright. Let's talk about the agenda, bro, and then we'll just jump into whatever the fuck we can. We're starting, like, a little early, because I clipped the... Phil went on Cultaholic, which is a gay-ass fucking wrestling channel. Oh, I'm being a dick. Dude, it's like, I'm actually, like, I woke up fucking on the wrong side of the bed. But I didn't. I'm in a good mood. Fucking Cultaholic's this channel, dude, that covers like nothing but wrestling shit. So if that's your vibe, that's your vibe. But you know, it ain't my vibe really. You know, as I'm old. I feel like I'm too old for it. Right? That's why I came off a little aggressive. It's like, yeah, if you like it, cool. So they had Phil on, and they talked about a bunch of shit, bro. And the only reason why I didn't make a video about this stupid fucking thing was because, A, it's on Spotify. They don't even have, like, the visual shit up yet, you know? And 2, dude, it was just a bunch of repetitive shit that Phil's actually gonna say on the podcast today. At one point or another, you know? Like, it was just another instance of Phil trying to use someone else's platform or someone else to try to get his agenda about who he is across. There is one moment in this whole interview where I was like, damn, bro, Phil's actually, like, being super honest and genuine. Then, boom, you know, of course, Phil had to, like, be a little disingenuous fucking cocksucker. So, yeah, we're gonna fucking cover that stupid fucking interview, dude. And, what else? I will be playing Tekken, so if any of you guys want to play that, just say so, and I'll set up a room. And, oh yeah, bro, I made a retarded fucking meme. I did, because I'm fucking stupid. And I don't know, dude, my VTuber's like doing some weird shit with his hands. I don't really care. Bro, I made a retarded meme, but we'll watch that later. So, let me pull this shit up, bro. Ugh, I don't even know if it's even in order, bro. This is... Dude! VTuber's gonna piss me off! Like, he literally keeps doing this like I'm trying to hail a fucking taxi, bro. It's about to fucking set me up. I'm about to get all bad. But yeah, it's audio only, bro.
Place
so,
to be.
know.
To be.
Don't expect.
Thanks for downloading this Cultaholic audio podcast. You can watch the video version and be part of a future episode at patreon.com/cultaholic.
You've gaslit a lot of people about what you're doing with WWE champions.
And that was the dumbest possible thing I could have done, because what happens is when you make one lie, it spins into another lie. And then next thing you know, you got this web of lies and you can't really lie any further. You've kind of talked yourself into a corner.
Bro. Like, imagine fucking... Oh, bro, everything froze. I'm booting up Tekken. But imagine fucking, like, never knowing who Phil is, right? You hear this nasally little fucking weirdo, like, on your radio, right? Or at the gym.
I didn't play those mobile games. I totally admitted it now.
Welcome back to Cultaholic Island. This is where we invite guests to talk about 3 wrestling matches they would watch whilst metaphorically stranded on a desert island. It's Desert Island Graps, and our castaway today spent 16 years in the YouTube streaming realm, and it's not unfair to say that he has longevity. He has stuck around. He's also quite infamous, and I'm intrigued to hear all about him.
Bro, I don't even need to see this visually. I could just, like, see it in my head. Phil with his dead fucking E Honda ass looking eyes just staring through the camera, bro. Ugh.
Let's throw to him. Dark Side Phil, how you doing?
Here he is. Dark Side Phil, right? Oh, how you doing?
And Jasper is with us as well.
That's right. He's in the office today.
And while Jasper appears, I just shooed Pablo out of here. We could have had a meeting of the minds. My black cat Pablo was here just a second ago, but we've just missed him. But nice to see Jasper here as well.
Dude, again, this is the audio only, but I'm just sitting here like, bro, I can't even see the cat. What are you talking about? This is so stupid.
I'm going to be honest, Phil. This is the 210th episode of Desert Island.
We're going to skip ahead, too.
And when it was...
Place to be. To be.
Fuck me, bro. We're going to skip ahead when we need to.
I'm going to be honest, Phil. This is the 210th episode of Desert Island Graps.
Nice.
And when it was announced that you'd be joining us, we got heat. I don't think we've ever had as much reaction from a guest being announced. Why do we think that might be, Phil?
Well, it's like you said, I'm infamous. I've been in this game for 16 years, and I've had my highs and lows. There's people who like me. There's people who absolutely hate me. And there's an entire detractor community of people that follow me around and make, videos about me every day. So whenever I get involved in anything, they got to jump on that. They've got to get their big circle, after whoever the heck wants to get involved with me. Recently, in the last couple of months, I've actually had a bit of a resurgence on YouTube because I started branching out and doing collabs with other people. And now there's different communities buzzing about me. It's not just the detractors anymore. There's some good, there's some bad. And that's always good to have that mix.
Hell no. Oh, hell no, bro. Different communities buzzing about me. Like who? Fucking pedophile casino, bro? Literally, dude. Man.
But yeah, people see me as a polarizing figure. But it's funny because what's actually come to light in the last couple.
And, dude, I'm sick of Phil calling this shit a resurgence when it's not. It's fair to be fair. It's a boost. He got a little bump on the butt for the things he's been doing, and he deserves to get that bump because these are things Phil normally wouldn't do, and we know why, though. But no, it's a resurgence.
Months
I'm sick of
is a lot of the things that people hear about me are basically kind of a skewed perspective. This is a group of people who have a benefit by spinning something a certain way. If they make me look bad, if they make a mountain out of a molehill, right? They benefit because they can make videos about it. They can make money on it. They've been monetizing this kind of content for, a decade. So the truth of the matter is, I don't necessarily think that half the stuff that's said about me or causes the infamy is really true, but I've learned to roll with it, like I have to, or else how else am I going to exist in this internet space? You can't stop people from talking junk about you. So, but anyway, yeah, I have this, some people call it the Black Cloud. Some people just call it a group of cultish, crazy people who follow me around for various different reasons. And I had a feeling that, me appearing on your show was going to cause some kind of a stir.
and it certainly has. And I am really keen to hear your side of things, and I'm keen to hear what makes you tick. And because obviously we're on a wrestling channel, and this is Cultaholic Island, we want to know what 3 wrestling matches that you'd watch whilst you're metaphorically stranded here, Phil. So we're going to go through them throughout.
And of course, like I said, I cut out all the junk. I don't give a shit about his favorite wrestling matches. The fuck out of my face with that. Such gay ass shit. It's just stupid as fuck. Alright. If this will even load. What the fuck, man?
An awesome time of my life, although also pretty expensive and grueling because it was all kind of grassroots. There was no money to be made. So it was like you're spending thousands of dollars out of pocket to travel around and play at these tournaments with no real prospects of making any money, even if you win.
Because a lot of that was, and this is something that's been covered quite a lot because so much of your life has been reported, Phil. This is something that was reported was that you took on these tournaments, these Street Fighter tournaments, and you did so using credit cards and money that hadn't been earned yet, and that must have put a lot of pressure on to be able to keep up with that, knowing full well that you were going further and further into the red.
Yeah, and the funny part is, like, I honestly don't know how so many people were able to travel and do it at that time, because see, today it's completely different. Today you got esports, right? So you have these teams, these leagues, and they're getting paid to do it. They're getting sponsorship opportunities and stuff.
Bro.
During the time,
I hate whenever Phil said, what? How are people able to pay, right? Like back in the day, Phil's not wrong, bro. There wasn't like a bunch of sponsorship and shit like that, but there was. Like I had friends, dude, that were sponsored by fucking Powerade and shit to play Halo. And they'd actually like make custom maps and shit for them. And little shit like that. And I used to go to tournaments too, just like Phil, when I was like 15, 16. But that's when I had a job, bro. And that's the thing about Phil. A lot, like back in the day, bro, people had jobs and they budgeted their money. How does he not get the concept that people just are good with money? They're smart with money, dude. Like, not everybody has to, like, go broke and bankrupt to do the things they feel like they need to
when
do.
I was competitive, which was the 2000s,
That's what's wild.
there was
about
none
Phil
of that.
saying
It was
this
actually
shit.
all just grassroots. I mean, you would go to a tournament, right? And you would spend a few $100s on a plane ticket, a few $100s on a hotel room, you know, and then food. You'd spend $1,000, $2,000 to go to a tournament. If you win the tournament, you won $400. So there was no money to be made. It was just for the love of it, really, and bragging rights online. It was rough. And I always wondered, the other people who were like the top players at the time, how did they do it? You know, were they maintaining a giant work-life balance? Plus they were doing, I didn't get it. Because for me, like I always maintained a job, and that money would go to pay for those trips. And then,
dude, oh my God, Phil, you don't know how to budget money. You don't. You're so horrible at money. It's insane.
and like later on, absolutely, like the biggest tournament I ever
Bitch
placed at
can't
was
hold
Evo,
on
which
to
is
a
the
penny to
nationals
save his
in the
life.
United States, and I got fourth place. And I went
I don't
way
even
into credit
think
card
he
debt
gets
to
the
do that. Like
concept
I
of a
just
budget.
racked
He
up
doesn't,
everything
'cause
to
he
be able
gets
to
so
afford to
much
do it.
money,
And I didn't make any
you know,
even
just
money. I
like
don't
in
even think I
lump
got, maybe I
sums
got like
and
50
shit,
bucks
dude.
for getting like fourth place, if that, you know? So yeah, I don't know how people pulled it off back then. I was always jealous because there was always people who were able to go to like every single tournament, every single event. And I was the guy who was kind of grinding and struggling, this kind of like blue collar lifestyle, to be able to try to afford this stuff when I don't know how they were able to do it.
Okay, let me go to the next clip here.
Well, let's see. Number one, I love competitive fighting games. I really get that. You get that burst of
Like, I just
adrenaline.
put
You get that burst
relevant
of
shit in
competitive itch.
Because a lot
that,
of it,
you know, it feels good to compete.
I'm not even bullshitting. A lot of this interview is Phil sitting here pretty much doing what he does on the podcast. And it's just, no.
In something to be able to beat
No.
someone in something that you feel like you have skill. It's not just a game of chance, it's a game of skill. And so, you know, the bragging rights of being able to go to a tournament and actually do well. You know, certainly was not money motivation. And I knew long term, at least back then, there was no prospects that you would do it for a living at all. So for me, it was just kind of internet bragging rights and just actually liking to play these games competitively. You know, today, I actually will be honest, I think today it's kind of changed. You see people that are in competitive Street Fighter, and a lot of them, they kind of like criticize the games and everything. And it's like, I think they're in it just for the money because they can make a living doing it. And you know what? More power to them. You know, when I was doing it, it was just grassroots stuff. You were doing it just because you felt like you liked the games.
This would gravitate into a career on streaming, which has been, as we say, 16 years now. And we want to touch on that. But let's do your second match, Phil. We had Hogan Warrior from WrestleMania 6. What would you like your second one to be?
No.
All right, so my second match is...
I straight up cut out all that bullshit.
Dear old gentleman, Phil. And so you had been in your teenage years at that point, because the idea of streaming for a living was one that just didn't exist. So what was the goal for you? What did you want to do with yourself when you were a teenager?
Oh, man, I had no idea. I was all over the place, you know, especially in my school years. A lot of people don't know this, but it just came out recently in a big 4-hour documentary about me. I was the valedictorian of my high school. And so like my prospects were kind of open in what I wanted to do, but I just didn't know what I wanted to do at all. Like I thought about, at one point I wanted to do computer programming, because in the late 90s, that was like the big thing to do. You go to school for computer programming, you're going to go out with a tech job, you're going to make a lot of money. So I worked my ass off all through high school thinking that's what I was going to do. I go to college and I'm in my first year in college and the tech bubble bursts. And now all those jobs that were out there are going away. I'm like, what am I going to do now, right? So I ended up changing around.
The tech bubble burst, bro? I feel like the tech bubble never burst in a way where it affected... What? Like, Phil's acting like he worked at Facebook
a few different times and kind of flubbed around. You know, I ended up being a business major for finance and didn't really do anything with it. I don't think I've ever done a job in my life where that degree has come in any use whatsoever.
If anything,
so that was where you were looking to do, but then obviously the streaming world came calling at just the right time, it seems, because then that's been you for 16 years now doing this. In the earlier days, this wasn't a thing, so you very much had the market cornered. With those early days when you were starting out,
Okay, so that befuddles me because, 10 years is a lot of years, but I'm 10 years younger than Phil, right? And that's not really like a lot. So for I don't know, it's just weird. It's weird. I grew up on the internet the whole time, you know, that I've been alive, dude. The whole time. Like, I played this fucking multiplayer games on the damn Dreamcast, dude. And from my perspective, I ain't never seen this shit implode or burst. I just seen it grow, bro. With no sign of bursting, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I'm fucking dumb as shit. And my computer's a piece of shit, dude. So, you know, bear with me, guys. A little bit. This was annoying to clip. It really was. I ain't gonna fret. I woke up at like 4 a.m.
2-year-old gentleman, Phil. And so you'd been in your 2-year-old gentleman.
Day of stressful work was to turn on a game, put a camera on a tripod in front of me, point it at the TV, hit record, and just talk. You know, just blab, talk shit, say stupid stuff. And people loved it. People loved that like improv style of commentary. You know, I knew what I was going to say too. Half the time I was drinking, so I was slurring and being stupid and playing. That was kind of part of the shtick. It wasn't a guy who was a serious video.
Phil's hopping on soon, but I don't care. You know, this is the segment. We're going to fucking follow the segment through. And we'll hop on Phil.
Video game guy making playthroughs or instructional videos. It was just a guy messing around and having fun. And a lot of people had said my original videos, it feels like you're just in a room with your bud and, you know, he's playing a game and you're having fun hanging out with him while he's playing a video game. And that's the appeal of it. I never in a million years thought that I was going to be like monetizing videos, becoming a streamer, making a living doing this. It all just kind of happened out of nowhere. After having that office job for about 4.5, 5 years, I got laid off. Out of nowhere, they downsized the company. And I had been doing YouTube as this hobby for 2.5 years. And all of a sudden, I was like, what do I do? I just had bought a condo to be closer to that job. I had all this debt. What am I going to do? And it was actually my viewers who egged me on. They said, why don't you try to do YouTube for a living? We like you. You know, you get thousands and thousands of views on all your stuff. And it was a rough road getting started, but eventually I found a way to make it work. I was one of the first people monetizing video game playthroughs on YouTube. While everyone else was struggling, they couldn't put ads on them. I partnered with a network that let me do that. And then kind of the rest became history.
This is false. Phil saw other people doing it. Phil wants to act like he was one of the first people to do that shit. No, he was not. Okay.
You know, it became my job.
Like, he wants to act like he was one of the first people to monetize content, and he just did it for free in the kindness of his heart. And man, dude, it's so
a day in the life looks like as a full-time streamer.
Sure. Well, I wake up in the morning and, you know, do my thing, have some breakfast, pop open Twitter or, you know, gaming news sites. I'm trying to figure out what's going on in the gaming world for that day, because every day I do a live podcast. So I try to get topics together. I talk with my moderator. Sometimes they have good ideas of things for me to talk about during a given day. I'm in the office in the morning for about an hour doing setup. You know, I'm getting stuff together to play on the podcast, clips or whatever it may be. My first broadcast begins around 11:15 a.m. Pacific time. And I do about an hour to an hour and a half podcast every morning. It's called the Level 1 Podcast. And it could be anything. It could be me talking about a game I just played. It could be gaming news. I could have a guest on the show that I'm interviewing. It could be drama, you know, internet drama, people talking about me. I'm talking about someone. It's always something different. Then after that ends, then I usually play some games for a few hours, and it could be anything. I'm known as like the jack of all trades. I'll play kind of any kind of game. So whether it's an RPG, a fighting game, a horror game,
I'm known as nothing. Fuck you.
Call of Duty, you know, you name it, I play it. I'm not necessarily great at many of them. I would say probably the best that I'm at is Street Fighter, because I've been playing that my whole life. But I play other stuff too, and I'm actually pretty decent at Call of Duty, I would say. But for the most part, I'm the guy who's just kind of like Joe Average. Right? I mean, play the game, you get to judge the game by how well did Phil do it.
Literally, it's my Saturday. I'm day drinking. I'm drinking a 20-pack right now. Got the 20. Dude, Phil made beer go through my nose. I think I'm pretty good at Call of Duty. What?
At it. Well, maybe that would help us guess how well we would do at it if we were to play that game. So I stream for like 3 more hours of gameplay, and then I take a break where I upload all that content, cut it up, put it into playlists, have dinner with my wife. And then I come on for a second stream every night for about another 2-3 hours where I either play another game or sometimes I do reacting content where I'll react to clips that were submitted by my viewers. Or now I've been around so long, I've started reacting to my old content. Like I'll go back 10, 12 years and I watch an old playthrough of mine, the old style I used to do with that camera pointed at the TV. And people like that because now it's different. Everything today is modern. You got a great HD camera and everything's great. But back then things were so different, so guerrilla style almost making content. And to go back and see my origins and the kind of commentary I used to do versus today, it's pretty fun to do. So it's a pretty busy day. I mean, I'm working as early as like 8 to 9 a.m. all the way through probably like 10 p.m. on these work days. And then it doesn't end because then I'm doing more content. I'm clipping videos to make highlights for my channel. I'm looking for the next topic to talk about. I'm contacting people behind the scenes to try to arrange for more guests on my show. So it's a pretty busy life, to be honest.
I click on buttons and I type on a keyboard and I beg for money and I look at a camera. Yeah, it's a very busy day. But it starts with a bagel and a nice cup of coffee. It's so fucking fuck you, Phil.
It's interesting that you're at a point now where you are reacting to a lot of your older footage because with 16 years.
Next clip. That's the next clip. That's a signal there, bro.
I don't know whether this is something that's come up yet with yours. There was a particular old stream that you had where you had the camera and you were doing your commentary and you had the window open and your neighbor very clearly tells you to shut the fuck up.
No, yes. All right. No, I need to give you the context for this, okay? So they asked Phil about like, bro, why? I swear to God, this was like the quartering interview, but a little bit better. The side scroller interview is the best, Then you might have, I don't know, like Craig fucking telling Phil to go fuck himself and shit like that. And then it would probably be, I don't know, like him talking with June the King and he got pressured into eating Derek. Then it'd probably be the quartering. No, it'd be this, then the quartering. Like the quartering one is just the worst. It's the worst. It's the most boring. But this is like slightly better than that, if that makes sense, dude. So, yeah, it's, oh god, dude. This is something to work through. It was like an hour and a half, dude, and it was a struggle for me because I just woke up trying to listen to this fucking nonsense, man. Ugh. Who's your favorite wrestler, Phil? And then I had to listen
make highlights
ads.
for my channel. I'm looking for the next topic.
I signed up for fucking Spotify just so I didn't have to listen to ads, dude.
To talk about. I'm contacting people behind the scenes to try to arrange for more guests on my show. So it's a pretty busy life, to be honest.
It's interesting that you're at a point now where you are reacting to a lot of your old.
But yeah, no. They asked about the neighbor. Sorry, my mind got fucking clouded. This was annoying to listen to. Fucking, they asked Phil about that time when he was playing Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. The classic clip. And Phil's being all loud and his neighbor tells him to shut the fuck up. Bro, Phil straight up projects pretty much himself and his whole lifestyle onto his neighbor to make his neighbor look like he was just some crazy, insane meth head. And Phil wasn't the one that sounded like he was crazy, yelling from his fucking condo, right? When these were the days when this wasn't normal to do. When shit. But whatever, bro.
Older footage, because, with 16 years behind you, there'll be a lot. I seem to remember, and I don't know whether this is something that's come up yet with yours. There was a particular old stream that you had where you had the camera and you were doing your commentary and you had the window open and your neighbor very clearly tells you to shut the fuck up.
No, yes.
Has that
was
come
the old
up?
condo
And, that's like the equivalent of the quartering going, so Phil, where did the load go?
How are you with the neighbor?
Like, what the fuck?
Oh, that was when I lived in Connecticut. I had a condo, and some of the neighbors were very nice. My next door neighbor was a drunk. Like he literally would drink himself into a stupor.
Oh, literally, Phil. So for this whole segment, Phil's just gonna sit here and just like defame and bash his neighbor while projecting who he is and what he does, dog. To make his neighbor look like he was the bad guy in the situation.
Every day, go to the back porch, open his cell phone and have like private conversations yelling into the phone. So I know all about this guy's life because he was just so obnoxious. And yeah, particularly this was one day where I was recording and it was hot. So I had the back door open. And so he's out there drunk and he hears me playing the game and he's yelling at me. We went back and forth, but the funniest story I got about that guy. So it's the middle of winter. Okay. It's like 1 a.m. I'm asleep in bed. I start getting a knock on my back porch door. I'm like, who the fuck is knocking on my door at 1 a.m? So I try to ignore it. And then I hear him start hollering. He's yelling, hey, I need your help. Hey. So I get out of bed. I put on bathrobe. You know, I go to the bed. I'm like, what the hell are you doing on my back porch? Oh, I went to check the mail. I locked myself out and it's freezing. Can you let me in? I'm like, oh my God. So that was the kind of neighbor I used to have, but I don't live there anymore. Now, as of the last decade, I now live in Washington State, and it's nowhere near as bad like that.
So you don't stay in touch then? No?
No, not with that guy. I don't think I want to speak with him again. Hell no.
When we talk about moments through your time, there's been some real bright moments that we've seen. We can't not talk about the event. And I think you know which one we mean.
Of course.
So I will.
The incident. It's called the incident.
The incident, rather. So I will ask bluntly, because I'm always intrigued.
Oh my God, dude. It's 2024. If you have the chance to talk about Phil and you bring up the incident, you're the biggest fucking autistic fucking retard I've ever had to listen to ever.
So, Phil, let's talk about the time that you did what everyone did, but, you know, you happened to slip up.
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny. And I get, you know, all of us wanting to, you know, fucking embarrass Phil by doing the once-a-year thing. But at the end of the day, bro, it's like a fucking grown-ass man that got horny and wanted to fiddle his dick, and he's so dumb that he got caught doing it. Alright, whatever, you know? It's like kind of fucking queer to see her like be fixated on Phil touching himself.
To know, Phil, what did go through your mind when you realised that mid-wank your camera was on?
I mean, shit, right? Like, what else can you say?
You know,
you're like,
wait, I wouldn't ask Phil about that personally. I don't, you know, I get we all know the meme, Phil. No, I'm not gonna ask him that. I wouldn't. If I ever had a chance to talk to him.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, I mean, everything goes through your head. You know? Number one, what did they see?
Some of us,
Lord, please tell me they didn't see anything that's, you know, going to get me banned from the internet or whatever. And what, you know, what else happened? Because luckily for me, like the microphone wasn't on. You know, it was just, in reality, it's funny. And thank God it happened that way, because it could have been much worse, right? You talk about a fuzzy webcam, no audio, you couldn't see anything. So it was just kind of a really stupid, embarrassing moment. But, you know, you think, hey, this is my job, right? So now how am I going to handle this? You got to handle it right.
Yeah, literally.
If you go about it the wrong way and you react the wrong way, this could be career ending, you know, something like.
Most YouTubers, they diddy other people, right? But Phil's biggest controversy, damn, it feels like I'm defending him, but I'm not. But Phil's biggest controversy is that he P-Diddied his own penis, bro. It's kind of hilarious. He did groom a minor.
Yeah, you could just become the joke forever. And I got some really good advice from someone. And I said, rather than me like deny it or say it was something else, I'm going to just own up to it. In fact, I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to lean into the meme, you know? And I did. I started tweeting people about it. I changed my avatar on Twitter to like the Adam from He-Man going like this with his face, avatar meme and everything. And people loved it. They loved the fact that I was joking with it and not taking it seriously. And it worked, you know? And I'm glad that I did it that way, you know? Well, I'm not glad that it happened. I'm just glad that I spun it that way and that it wasn't, you know, any worse than it definitely could have been.
Next clip.
Is always to own things like that and also to wank in a different room. But I think the big takeaway is to learn from it and move on from it in the way that you did. I was always intrigued by the vest stuff because that is another thing that seemed to take on a life of its own. And it speaks a lot to the loyalty of a lot of your supporters, the fact that they happen. Sure. So tell the story of the vest streak.
So this took place, I believe it was 2020. So we're talking, early COVID days, right? And everyone's kind of stuck at home and they want to watch content. And I was there, I was broadcasting throughout COVID normally, double streams a day, and people really appreciated that. And I remember particularly, I think it was like February or March, I was doing what was called like a retrospective marathon where I was going back and watching clips of my old content and stuff like that. And a clip came up where all of a sudden I'm doing like a vlog from like 10 years ago and I have a vest on. It's this beige puffy vest. And people are looking, they're watching the video. They're like, Phil, do you have that? Like, we know. When did you wear that? We don't even remember that.
He
vest
does. That's what I
said,
mean.
I actually don't know. Give me a second. I ran downstairs.
Like, when I tell you I had to cut out so much shit, I did. This was an hour and a half. We're 20 minutes in with my commentary added, of course, right? But no, I cut out a lot of shit, okay? He went into a lot of tangents, bro, where it was just blatantly the level 1 podcast.
I opened up my closet, and lo and behold, and I swear I didn't know, it was there. I had it for like a decade. I just never wore it. It just kind of sat in the closet.
Shit we hear all the fucking time, bro. Same shit. Same
so I came back on the stream and I put on this vest, and people loved it. They're like, "Well, will you do something with it? What should you do? Like
if I
raise a certain amount during a stream, can you put it on as a reward or a silly thing as a meme?" I was like, "Sure, why not? Who cares?
That made
right? It's
me
not
not,
a big deal."
like,
lo and behold, my
recording,
supporters did the craziest thing. It was something like 200 plus, 300 plus streams where they would hit this funding goal of tips that they would tip me on the stream, and I would put the vest on. And let me tell you, it really helped out, because at that point in my life, 4.5 years ago, I was going through really bad financial troubles. And the fact that I got that level of support actually got me through that year without having anything major really happen bad. But it was wild, people did, and then they wanted more vests. So I bought different vests of different colors. I got a big metallic one.
All right, next clip. Yeah, no, once you start rambling about
they're going to be there for me in those tough times. That's a crazy streak. It was like 4 months where every stream I was hitting this crazy support goal, which is like crazy unprecedented.
There were some that were right to the wire as well. I remember like they were sort of late into the hundreds of them, and you were like, okay, that's the end of the stream. We've not hit the goal. Okay, bye. Right, I'm going now. Bye. Right. Here I go. Leaving now. I'm definitely going. Title card up. Definitely leaving now. Any more for it? Oh, there we go. Oh!
Sorry, fucking goddamn.
We're on, hey. So there was, it was to the wire at a few points, but it does speak to the support that you've had. But when your name comes up, as well as that support, you do come with infamy, as it was proved when when it was announced that you were joining us. Is there an event that you think really started that dark side Phil detractor movement?
It's funny.
I don't know. Ronnie, I get it. I scream all the time, so it's one of those things.
Realization very recently. There was just a documentary made about me on YouTube. It's a 4-hour documentary. It covers my whole history from the beginning of my Street Fighter days all the way through my early YouTube, all the way up to now. And by the way, I'm gonna give a plug. It's from June the King. He's a really good internet documentarian. He got screwed on this video because guess what? WWE claimed the video because he had like a 2-second clip of Vince McMahon in it. And they claimed all his revenue on the video. Unbelievable, right? He puts all this work, like months and months of work. Anyway, so I watched this documentary about myself, and that's a good question. Like, where was the tipping point where people wanted to laugh with me, but then decided instead, screw that guy, let's laugh at him, right? And really, I think that point was probably around.
Yeah, I already know. This is when I was like, he's gonna talk about.
It's when I started playing other games. And I played Metal Gear Solid, and this is how you don't play started.
He's gonna like go into that. It's
games like highly regarded games, but during that.
Yeah, nah. I remember I skipped all the way out of that. I know it's almost over. We're almost done, guys. The torture's almost done. This Cultaholic, that's what I mean. This wasn't worth making a video. It really wasn't. I said I was, right? But I listened to the whole podcast.
Fucking damn ads.
recently a big part.
Yeah, and it was like full of ads, bro. It was just such a unenjoyable listening experience. I was like cleaning my house trying to listen to this garbage, bro. Fuck. This shit sucked, bro. That's how I spent my fucking morning, dude. Like 5 a.m. Like, I'll clean the house. Yeah, let me clean the house. I'll listen to this Cultaholics. I'll clip it.
Been playing WWE Champions. That is something that you've been doing on an evening, most evenings, and playing it with the audience there. And well, first of all, when it comes to this game, because this is a gacha game, this is like a Candy Crush style clone. What's the appeal to you as a gamer for a game like WWE Champions?
Not everyone has like the same investment.
To be completely honest,
shit
like over the years,
so,
I've on and off played various different mobile games of different kinds. They're not always like this. Like I used to play WWE Supercard back in the day, and that's a different kind of gacha game, but it's definitely a gacha game. I played Dragon Ball Z Dokkan section of the that also is kind of like a gem matching formula, kind of, not really, but so I've played various ones over the years. This particular one, honestly, like wasn't a big deal to me when I started playing it many years ago, and it was something that I like casually mentioned in my content on and off, never thinking that it would ever amount to anything big. But then, as we've talked about, I have a large group of detractors on the internet, and they found an account that happened to match the name on my Twitter account, and they put 2 and 2 together and said, this is probably Phil, so let's just say it's Phil, and let's make a big to-do about it and track the account and see what he's doing and say what he's spending and do all of this. And, for a normal person, you would never think, man, I'm playing a mobile game, this is going to amount to something, but it just became like their focal point. For like 4+ years, it became their main focus, right? Of how you can hate on Phil, say that he's playing this stupid mobile game and he's spending money on it. And of course, I'm lying about it like an idiot. And I've fessed up to all of this very recently on my DSP Reacts channel. I did a big thing about it, explaining the whole situation. But basically, yeah, it was me all along. I lied to my viewer base about it for many years because I felt this is not my content. You know what I'm saying? Like my content is video games, not mobile games, but like, console video games and doing live streams. It has nothing to do with that. I never wanted a crossover. I never wanted this to become something public. And it was my detractors who pulled me into that world. And I was like, how can I just not get people talking about it and just say it's not a big deal? Well, I'll lie. And that was the dumbest possible thing I could have done, because what happens is when you make one lie, it spins into another lie, and then into another lie, and then there's another little white lie. And then next thing you know, you got this web of lies, and you can't really lie any further. You've kind of talked yourself into a corner. And it all came to a head, just like I said, when this documentary came out a couple weeks ago, it definitively proved that this account was mine. And I was like, I'm just going to fess up at this point and tell the truth. And, then we can move forward. And, you got to wonder, when you fess up about something like that, you've lied to your audience for years and years about something that you would think is innocuous and stupid, but it's still a lie you've told for so many years. How are they going to respond, right? Are they going to turn off and be like, well, you're a liar, I don't trust you anymore? Or are they going to hang in there? Lucky for me, man, my audience, most of them didn't care. They're like, yeah, this is stupid anyway. This wasn't a big deal. Like, we didn't really care that you were playing mobile games. We don't care what you spend your money on. We're just happy that you fessed up, because we could tell it was like a weight off your shoulders to be able to do it. And now to be able to spin this into streams, I'm doing the entire streams based around Philomania. Let's play champions. Let's do pulls in the stupid game. It's an awesome, positive way to turn it into something now for the future. And honestly, it feels like it's taken a lot of the power away from these trolls who've stalked me for years and years, because this was like the one thing they knew they had me on, and I couldn't really talk my way out of it. But now it's kind of a big relief, and I'm happy that I finally fessed up about it.
You talk so much in your streams over the years about your private life.
Bruh. Oh my God, dude. I like how Phil's just like pretty much admitting to being a pathological liar and being okay with just lying to people. Yeah, I'm a liar. I'm like, damn, dude. Okay, whatever. That's what we're doing, Phil. I think we're almost done. If this clip will fucking start, bro.
You introduced us to your partner, your wife. Now you've got married on stream. You've introduced us to your cat, and you told us all about your. You've been very open about a lot of your financial issues as well, and that's kind of been told through there. So, out of interest, why, when you've been so open about so many things, why is, as to quote yourself, Phil, a stupid mobile game, why is that so sacred?
Yeah, it's a good question. I really feel like what has happened with my detractors over the years is they'll hyper fixate on one thing, right? And when I can basically say, this is bullshit, don't listen to them, then they move on to the next thing. And then they move on to the next thing. In this particular case, this was one that like I didn't think was a big deal. But honestly, yeah, let's be honest. If I was telling my audience, oh yeah, by the way, I'm spending money on a mobile game, people might be pissy, right? They might be like, wow, why are you spending your money on something stupid like that, something frivolous? You should be spending money on something more important. And now maybe I don't want to watch you anymore. Maybe I don't want to support you. And you know what? To be honest, now looking back, I should have been more trusting and more honest with my audience and realized that most people weren't going to care. But I was afraid. I was afraid that if they found out that I had this shortcoming, this spending habit on mobile games, that they were going to abandon me essentially. And, you know, this is my job. This is not just a hobby for me. This is my living. This is how I support my family. So to not have this or have a lot of people tap out on me because they don't like me anymore because I play a mobile game was very a scary thing for me. It wasn't the fact that I was playing this particular game or that it was a wrestling game. Never did that ever really factor in. It was just the fact that I was afraid. And now that I fessed up to it, I feel so much better, but I regret. I should have just done it right away. I should have just admitted it up front and then it would have all been nothing. But that's what happens in life. When you start telling lies, they become a big web. And next thing you know, you kind of talk yourself into the corner. And now what do you do? And that's the situation I found myself in.
Were there times where you nearly did fess up, where the lie just got too heavy?
Yeah, I would say a couple times, actually. There was one time, just so you know, I know you probably don't know this, I purposefully left my phone on my desk here and filmed a video with WWE Champions on the screen. And I wanted to see how the internet was going to react to it. Now, it didn't have my account, but it showed the game. And I did it on purpose. And it basically was kind of what I thought. Like, my detractors went crazy for it, saying, this is evidence definitively he's playing the game. And then some of my fans were like, well, it's evidence he's playing it, but it's not really that big of a deal. And then some people were like, yeah, maybe it is a big deal. So I kind of tried testing the waters a few times over the years with things like that. But I knew eventually it was going to come to a head. I knew people were going to do enough research. They were going to find out stuff about accounts or whatever.
He's known this for
I always had planned that eventually I was going to have to fess up to it. It was, but yeah, I never really like planned it out definitively until I heard this big documentary was coming out. And I know that this guy, June the King, does his research. He was going to have evidence that this was my account. I was like, this is the time. Let's just do it. Let's get the hell out of the way. Stop with this stupid lie and just move on.
It's interesting because there's been so many other documentaries and streams, and you know, as somebody, I've consumed you a lot through your channel, but I've also consumed you a lot through detractor streams as well. You know, hand on heart and in all honesty, the detail about your WWE Champions game and your spending on the Champions game, I feel has been out there for a while, which is why I'm intrigued to know, with so many other people who have covered it and shared details about it, what is it about the new documentary that's come out, which is very good? What is it about this new documentary that was the straw that broke the camel's back and made you go, all right, now is the time to come clean?
I'll tell you, he's a big YouTuber, June the King. Bro, he's just as big and respected as Turkey Tom, right? He's a big old YouTuber. He's really well respected. All humph, bro. Phil thought it was a really good chance for him and his image to look good, dude.
You know, I don't necessarily think it was the documentary. I think there's something else that has happened that has actually put me into a positive light recently. What happened was
sitting there bragging about
creators over on Kick. They're called Kino Casino. Okay, they run a show a couple times a week, and it's like internet drama stuff, right? Well, we were both interested in reacting to a documentary from this guy who made the one about me. And we kind of did a crossover event where we did a co-react to that. And what happened was their audience saw me in a positive light for the first time. Most people don't get to see that. They only get exposure to me through my detractors videos. So to actually see me on a show or do a co-op event that was like done positively, to see me have back and forth with someone that was not someone interrogating me about my private life and kind of shitting on me, but instead having fun, watching some clips, reacting to something. They loved it. And because of that, those guys outright told me, they said, Phil, we don't give a shit if you play mobile games or not. You're a cool guy and we like hanging out with you. That's all that should matter. And I was like, wow, it kind of gave me like the confidence again that I haven't had in a very long time to feel like I should be myself and I should be honest and I should try to do different things. I think that kind of gave me the motivation, knowing that this documentary was going to be coming out. It was going to have a lot of eyes on it. This should be the time that I officially fess up. So it was like a combination of someone giving me a fair shake, a fair shot, actually like wanting to do stuff with me and not just be a jerk to me. And then also knowing that this big documentary that everyone was going to be watching was coming out was kind of like a twofold thing that came to fruition at the same time.
Obviously, the way, as you said, like which is what a lot of supporters have said, the way you spend your money is your business. But with so much detail out there about the spending, how accurate is some of the things that we've heard in terms of how much you spend? And again, this isn't me going, it's bad, that's good. It's just out of interest. How accurate is some of the reporting based on how much that you have spent on this game?
All I'm going to say is I'm not going to give specifics. Yes, I've spent thousands of dollars on this game. And I think everyone knows that, right? Everyone knows that. But the thing is with my detractors, all right, they will always take a little piece of fact and spin it into some ridiculous over-the-top situation. So to give you some examples here, in this game, when there's an event going on, okay, you can score points different ways. You can score points by spending money. You can score points by playing it. You could score points by having certain characters and using them in the events. When my detractors say shit like, oh, Darkside Phil spent $3,000 this week.
No, stop,
it's complete bullshit. It's never been
stop.
True.
Okay? The only reason why we know as much about this game as we do and how much Phil spends is because of TJ Gamerbox. And is it like cool how he got involved in our community? No. He got harassed almost into being a detractor, right? But he actually plays the fucking game like Phil. He spends money on it. He's in guilds and clans. You know, he's the reason why we know how much he spends, what he's spending money on in that game, and how he is not, in ways he's not. He's trying to act as if we don't understand the monetization of the game like he does. He thinks we're retarded. Like, no, bro, we know you're spending. Dude, you're admitting to spending thousands of dollars on a mobile game, Phil. Think about that. No human being with common sense that ain't addicted to a mobile game's like, yeah, I spent thousands of dollars on this mobile game. Like, no shot. He thinks like everyone around him is less intelligent than him and can't do critical fucking thinking, bro.
They're looking at a stat that would be like, if all I did was do loot pulls, this is what it would cost to get this ranking in the event. They don't factor in any of the real way the game works, right? So that's the thing. Have I spent? Yes, I have. Am I embarrassed? Yeah, I am. Especially those early years, I was spending a lot on it. Today, I don't spend nearly as much anymore on it. I'm spending more on my streams of the game on this new account that I created for streaming than I'm spending on my private account.
If it wasn't for TJ Gamerbox,
but yeah, they always lie to basically make it the most big over dramatic situation possible.
You know, but it's
and
like,
can easily be disproved. Anyone who knows the game can look at it and say, yeah, he could easily have had this character and he got all these bonus points and he did this. There's no way that you can prove that he spent thousands of dollars this weekend. It's ludicrous what people are saying, but they don't care. You know, that these detractors, they're only making content for their audience that wants to consume drama. So they know if they say the over-the-top exaggeration, the people will just believe it and they make money doing it. So yeah, you know, I fessed up. I have spent money. I do spend money, but you know, it's nothing like what these people have reported. They're out of their minds with some of the ridiculous things they're saying. They don't even factually make sense how I could be having that many funds to be spending.
You did do a stream where you did sort of own up to a lot of the lies that you'd made about the game. I've watched you for a long time, and I've watched those streams where people have said, people have asked you about a username or a name in the game, and you've gaslit an entire room. What do you say to people who have supported for so long, knowing that in that moment, as you were carrying the weight of this lie, you were gaslighting a lot of people about about what you're doing with WWE Champions because you were ashamed to say it.
See? And that's what I mean. This interview gave me whiplash. It did. It felt like I abruptly hit a fucking another parked car or something, dude. I didn't expect Cultaholic to, like, push back a little bit hard on Phil like that. I really did not. And that was very, pleasant to kind of hear. Because this whole interview was just so boring and soft. And again, I'm going to say it, like, yeah, it's actually fair to say that every interaction Phil has, it shouldn't just be like, you know, you did this, you did, you know, yeah, no, I get it, bro. Because in human life, it isn't like that. Even for serial killers and shit. You know, they could sit here and kill people, but still have normal interactions with people, I guess, right? But that's why I think this is good for Phil and for us to a degree. You know, he isn't just getting barreled down on. But you can't just let Phil wiggle all the way out, bro. You know, without being like, hey, bro, but you did kind of like do this, homie. You know, like you did. You gaslit people into thinking that we were all lying and making things up and shit. Like, no, you know, that's not fair if you let Phil just get away with that.
Yeah, all I can say, I've already said
like
it in my
Kino
own content,
Casino
but, you know,
does.
for the purposes of this
That
show,
this isn't
all I can
ethical.
say to the audience is, you know, I'm sorry.
You want to call
It was
yourself a
huge mistake.
professional.
I
you know?
absolutely shouldn't have done it. It's something that is a shortcoming of mine. You know, with these people on my ass all the time about everything I do, you think at first this is just something that's not a big deal, and then it blows up into something awful that I never intended. Once I told the one lie, it's like, how do you get to out of the next one? It just, it steamrolls. And this is the first time in my life where it's been like that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like in life, you tell a few little white lies here or there. My cat, I told everyone I didn't have a pet for a few months, and then I revealed him on stream. That's a little white lie. That's not a big deal.
Sorry, I'm talking to my wife. My wife walked in and she's here, she's like listening to this shit. So, TLDR, Phil's lying about saying that talking about Jasper is a white lie. Because people asked him if he had a pet and shit for months. And Phil said, I don't have a pet because I can't afford to have a pet.
Okay, yeah.
And so he had a stream where for X amount of dollars, he said he was gonna reveal something positive for the stream.
Okay.
And so he got $1,000. After he got like $2,000, he revealed that he had a cat. Which pretty much was like a lie. It wasn't a white lie.
Lunch, bro. What is the punchline?
But this was
That's
one
the
that just kept going
punchline.
on
It
and on and
wasn't
on.
a white lie,
And all I
bro.
can say is, you know, I'm sorry for it. I'm going to do better. I think I've shown now in the last month, couple of months, since I've been fessing up to all of this, that I'm trying to do better.
It's her lunch
You know, I'm
break.
human.
I'm
I'm
trying to
fallible.
eat.
I may still make mistakes in the future, but I swear I'm going to commit to try to be a better person. And sadly, if there are people who have heard this coming out that, oh, wait, Phil lied about a mobile game for all these years and he gaslit his audience.
No,
I'm sorry. And if you have to move on, you know,
bro.
I will miss
Phil-
you because I love.
Don't forget, Phil us like 2,000. It wasn't 1,000, homie. The goal was 1,000, but Phil got like 2K, and then he revealed that he had a cat. You know,
My
It
audience,
was
you know, I have
nuts.
a very core audience of people who come by every day. We love hanging out. It's a more personable audience than, say, the chat's going like this and I can't read it. No, I'm talking with people all day. We're having conversations and everything. And I know that there's some people that are hurt. that I've been lying to them for years, and it sucks. It's just like, how do you do it after you've done it for so long? How do you get out of it? You don't get out of it. You fess up and you move on. And if people can't forgive you for it, you live up to that. Right. And that's the best I think I can do in this situation.
I'm keen to move on to other things, you'll be pleased to know. But I did want to mention one more thing about it, and then I want to talk about the recent turnaround in events for yourself and things coming forward and all that good stuff. And we've still got a third match to do, Phil, for goodness sake. Honestly, I mean, you haven't shut up about WWE champions, honestly.
Oh my God.
People have thrown around
Shut up
the
about
word.
Shut up about you conning and grifting your audience for almost 10 years. We have to talk about your third fantasy wrestling match. I hate these motherfuckers, bro. And that's what dude, I feel like I'm gonna offend people that like wrestling. I grew up watching WWE, or it was the WWF. I grew up in the Attitude Era, you know? But, like, after the Attitude Era, I think what turned me off of wrestling, bro, is how fanciful all the stories got. You know, like, back in the day, dude, there was still an air of believability to the shit that was happening. Bro, when I forgot who did it, but homeboy threw fucking Chris Angle off fucking like this fucking goddamn 20-foot ledge. And it actually looked like, dude, they were so good at setting up stories, and they actually felt believable. They did. Because we didn't have social media and shit like that, and a bunch of people debunking a bunch of shit. Like, it was so easy, bro, to believe all this shit. But nowadays, the stories are so, like, over dramatic. Like, it's straight up, like, soap opera shit. And that's the shit I hate it, bro. The athletics, though, it's real, you know? These people are actually, like, jumping off of shit and jumping into chairs and shit. But, like, at the same time, because of social media and how people pick things apart, I know how all these things are done, and it just none of it feels real, you know? And I'm an actual martial art. I'm a fucking black belt and shit. So, like, you know, between the Attitude Era and today, we have the UFC, and we have all these other, like, high contact sports that are actually, like, super duper real, bro. Like, I'd rather watch Russian slapping fights, like Slap Olympics, on ESPN Ocho than a wrestling match, you know? And that's not, like, bad-mouthing wrestling, but it's just, like, I don't know. It's just, like, the biggest names in wrestling have sat here and took shit so far in the fake fucking direction that you can't respect it almost. It feels like you feel like a retard for respecting wrestling.
Addiction,
almost, you know?
When it comes to you and WWE champions. Have you? Are you? Were you?
I'll find the clip.
Addicted?
I forgot who did that, but someone.
I was addicted, actually worse,
so real
to the previous mobile games I was playing, Supercard and Dokkan Battle. I was actually spending a ton on those games at one point. It becomes this dopamine hit, right? When you want to pull and you want to see if you get the new character or you can participate in the new event, and it just go. With this game, it actually hasn't been as bad. I mean, yeah, I spent a lot at first, but basically after I went through this big financial problem that I had, I couldn't do it as much anymore, and I did scale back, and that's kind of where the
I found the clip. The Big Show did it. Sorry, you know me, I'm known for derailing. I don't care. But this is the clip. This is when I still watch wrestling.
Kurt, Tori's in big trouble.
What now?
Big Show has Tori trapped on the ledge and he's threatening to
You're
throw
kidding
her
me.
off. No.
Let's go. Hurry up, come on.
Bro, I was like, I think I was like 13.
Get away from me, you big jerk. Get off me, Show. Get off. Let me go, Show.
I thought that shit was real when I was a kid, dude. I did. And then the camera pans down, bro, and blood is literally leaking out of Kurt Angle's fucking head. And I was like, oh my God. But now I'm a grown adult, you know, that knows grown adult life. I'm like, bro, he would be in fucking prison. He'd be in prison for attempted murder.
The lie just kept getting worse. I should have just fessed up at that point.
Right.
But no, you're right.
And the WWE would be shut down for like
a
trying to
feeling
fucking
of like you just want to keep going. I think they call it the
dude.
sunken cost fallacy, where you spend so much on something that you feel like it's better to just keep going and spending more than just quitting. And Dokkan Battle, I was actually spending a ton on those games at one point. It becomes this dopamine hit, right? When you want to pull and you want to see if you get the new character or you can participate in the new event, and it just go, go, go. With this game, it actually hasn't been as bad. I mean, yeah, I spent a lot at first, but basically after I went through this big financial problem that I had, I couldn't do it as much anymore. And I did scale back. And that's kind of where the lie just kept getting worse. I should have just fessed up at that point. But no, you're right. Is it addiction? It's a feeling of like you just want to keep going. I think they call it the sunken cost fallacy, where you spend so much on something that you feel like it's better to just keep going and spending more than just quitting.
What? He's really trying to use the sunken cost fallacy, bro, for addiction. For addiction. Like for mobile games? Yeah, the sunken cost fallacy does apply. But Phil's an addict. That doesn't apply. That's like a heroin head going, oh, man, I wish I could quit. I'll quit today, but, you know, I can't. I'd already spent thousands of dollars on heroin getting high. I can't quit. It's like, that's not how addiction works. You know, when you're addicted to something, you're not thinking, I spent X amount of dollars, I can't stop. Dog. Literally, it's literally a defect. I say it all the time. I'm the only detractor, bro. Legitly, that knows enough about addiction, because I'm a fucking addict too, bro. I'm an addict that's still an addict, but like I've had therapy and did all the shit I need to do, right? Like I'm California sober. I could drink, smoke my little pot, go to work, pay all my bills, and I ain't all fucked off like I used to be, bro. You spend all my money on drugs and go to the clubs and fucking bitches, but it's like I'm a family guy. I'm a family guy that likes to have fun, more or less, bro. That's how I know Phil. I know him so well. It's like an addict looking at another addict sometimes. The way he spends money, the way he lies, bro. It's like, Phil, I've used these lies too. I use these lies so many times sometimes, bro. My mom hated me for a long time, bro. There was a while where when I was with my baby mom, and if I needed money and I had to ask my mom for like $20, she'd be like, put your baby mom on the phone, you know, just to confirm the story. I lied to my mom so much about, like, to get money and where I used her money to just see her fuck off and go to a club or some shit, bro. You know? Been there, Phil. I've been there and I get it. I totally get it, bro. But that's why you're a bad person. You know, I've sat here and I don't do these things. I don't do those things anymore. I actually grew and I'm a better person. Like I'm still me, right? Like I still like to drink and smoke and I still like to partake in my vapes. I like to, dude, I love my vapes. I need my tobacco. But it's like I'm a chef too. You know, like it's just like my real life shit, bro. I'm the blue-collared worker that Phil LARPs as. That's why he's so annoying, dude. Oh, I'm depressed. I'm an alcoholic, bro. You're literally a man-child that has everything fucking set for them in life, bro. And you're using our real-life shit to act like you're one of us. He's so annoying.
Because you think you're eventually going to get there. You're going to get something.
Sunken cost fallacy, bro. I'm trying to tell you, I ain't never sat here when, like, bro, if I've bought weed and it was bad weed, I'm mad because it was bad weed. I bought Coke and I got shorted on Coke and got pissed because I got shorted on Coke. It wasn't some sucking, oh, I spent X amount of dollars. It's like, bro, like, I spent this, right? And then it hits me. Like, this wasn't worth it. This wasn't worth it. There's something wrong with me. Literally, that's how you need to think. A more rational brain, I guess. It's like, bro, I spent all this money and it wasn't worth it. My life's unmanageable. Like, everything's all fucked up and crumbling around me. Everything sucks, yada, yada. But, you know, feels like he's a suck it. He's trying to sound like he's fucking some astute drug addict. Some smart guy. Like, no. Dude, you're a fucking mobile game addict. And you need to get help. You need therapy. Dude, literally therapy. He doesn't need to go to AA. You know, I guess, like, mobile games. It's not that deep. But it's like, bro, you are so addicted to your life is unmanageable. He's not able to manage his career, his relationships, or himself, or his fucking life, bro, without some kind of direct intervention that he comprehends, dude. You know? That's how the shit goes out here. Fuck.
Right? That's why with my streams of this game that I'm doing now, I am trying to 100% express that to my audience. This is dangerous. This is not something that you should be doing and spending tons of money on. You know, there was a night the other night. Now, my audience was amazing. I raised
Arkham. Arkham, put on your fucking put on your wish list on Steam if you have PC to play it on. I'll buy it for you. Not even part of the giveaway or nothing. I'll just get it for you, homie. Okay, I've been there. Bro, when I bought Budokai Tenkaichi 3, dude, I was your age. I had a job at Taco
a ton of money on this stream.
Shit
so they said, will you do some polls? Of course. I just raised a ton of money. That kind of goes hand in hand. Let me do some for you guys. And we did one mega poll. And I got like one good thing. And they're like, well, will you do another one? I said, guys, I don't think it's a good idea. I'll tell you right now, because I know where the slippery slope goes. You can't stop, right? You just keep going.
Xbox.
And they said, just do one more. I said, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do one more, and that is it. And I'm going to show you guys why you don't do this. I had raised hundreds of dollars on the stream, so, you know, I'm paying for it for the stream. I do the second poll. We get nothing, right? It's all duplicates. I'm like, now you guys see. You have it in definitive video form. Don't do this to yourself. Don't go down the road that I've gone down. Don't get addicted to this shit because you will just keep going and going. And next thing you know, you're screwed. You know, where'd your money go? Where'd your credit go? Because you're stupid. Because you racked it all up because you're a dummy, you know? So I'm hoping that through me expressing this stuff now in the current day with my content, I can take bad experiences that I had in the past and turn them into positive ones and teaching moments for others.
It's interesting because it's striking a balance because I hear what you're saying about it's almost like what you're saying is, hey, look, you know, don't sink all your money into this. It's a ludicrous game, but at the same time, the thumbnails will be get in a 6-star wrestler on the first go. So you can see where there may be by bringing this thing that was very much private, that you very much confessed to and you very much opened up about, which is commendable, bringing it to the fore. You can see where there might be the risk of of the message not quite getting the message that you want to send, not quite landing.
Fair enough. And, you know, and that's part of the YouTube game. You got to do the catchy thumbnail. You got to do the catchy title. I would hope that the people who are watching it are watching more than 5 seconds of it. But then again, you don't know because that's the YouTube game too. You get people who see the clickbait. They click, oh, okay, then they're out of there, right? But yeah, no, that is a good message. I'm glad that you brought that up. I'm going to be sure moving forward as I'm playing this game that I'm emphasizing this with the audience more, that they know that this is not the road to go down with your life, with your money. This is something that I now have learned from and I've improved on, and other people should learn from my mistakes. Fair enough. I don't know.
I just don't know whether it's like over here we've got bookmakers or bookies or gambling houses in the UK where they're all sponsored. They all have messages on there by anti-gambling charities and such that will say like whenever there is a bookies in the UK, there'll be somewhere within the bookies that will say when the fun stops, stop. And it's kind of a joint message to like come in and have some fun, but also be gamble aware. That's the company I needed, gamble aware. My advice, and it's your world, it's your stream. You've been doing it for 16 years, and I'm just here having a chat with you in my spare room. So whatever, but I'm nobody. But what I'd say is, for all that my opinion's worth, if you are looking to go that way, and I think it's a really commendable way to go that way, have some links, some contacts with people who are maybe struggling, because you will find that there'll be people who also go through a similar thing to you, where there is a casual or a very aggressive addiction to a game like this, and it allows them the opportunity of somewhere where they can go to get support.
It's good advice. That's great advice. I will look into that for sure.
Thank you. Now, obviously, I've followed you for ages through numerous streams and stuff, and recently there has been a real change.
All right, so this is the point where they're just like glazing Phil's resurgence, quote unquote resurgence, right? And this is where the interview,
a resurgence, as we've called it, and you're leaning into a lot more of these things that before you would have rallied against or completely denied, inviting detractors and documentary makers on your streams, and obviously playing the game that.
Yeah, some of these clips are short because, like, this is the end. This is the end. I knew that.
What
was,
has
like,
caused
probably the
this
biggest
change
thing
in
we talked
mentality,
about,
and
that's
why
it.
now?
Honestly, it's like I'd already mentioned about these guys from Kino Casino giving me a shot. Someone actually treated me with kindness for the first time in like a decade, and just giving me an honest shake to, let's have a conversation, let's hang out, let's commentate over some videos, let's do a co-react, right? It let people see me in a positive light. And I'm like, yeah, you understand that stuff I actually wanted to do. I've wanted to do interviews. I've wanted to do collabs. I can't do them because when I try to do them, my detractors go out there and harass people. I mean, yourself right now, you said I was going to be on the show and they reach out. Oh my God, you're going to have that piece of shit on the show, blah, blah, blah. That's how it is for me. So I don't get the opportunities that other people get because I have this black cloud of people who are just stalking me at every moment. But the Kino Casino guys have been through it too. They've had their own detractors. They've kind of been through their own redemption arcs, and they gave me a shot. And man, look at the difference now. You got people who come by and like the content. They want to.
But that makes sense because Andy Worski, he got caught being a pedophile, talking to little girls, and with texts. There's solid evidence of it. Him fucking sitting here trying to groom little girls, bro, and PPP being just like a fat fucking weird racist retard, and Humphrump, and they have a show and people give them money and they're adored. Yeah, I get it. It's like I'm getting it. I'm totally getting it and understanding everything now,
See me reach out to people who previously I had issues with. I mean, shit, I had like 2-3 years of a feud with Keemstar, and I just had him on my show, and we had the most civil, most entertaining conversation. People loved it. And that's the kind of stuff I want to do moving forward. I want to build bridges. I want to have fun. I want to be someone who has the opportunity to talk to people, hang out, do collabs that I've never been able to do before. I mean, I love video games. Don't get me wrong. I want to play.
But no, that's the end of the interview, bro. It literally is. It's just a bunch of rambling garbage, bro. Holy fuck. Whatever. I felt like we had to cover it, or at least like we heard what Phil said there. It's more or less the same shit. There are a few things that were a little newish, but nah, god damn it, dude. That's why I didn't make a video out of it.
It could be a very challenging piece of content, and people found out. Most people didn't do it. They didn't even know it existed because you have to do these special criteria to unlock it, and the game doesn't tell you the criteria, so you wouldn't even know it exists. But people have found this dungeon, and so now I'm like, do I want to do it? Do I not want to do it? I'm not sure. I like the game. I played it all day last week, and I really loved it, and it grew on me. And I was like, dude, I might even like this more than Persona, because Persona has that like teen angsty style to it, right? Like it's a bunch of teenagers in school, so you have to deal with class and drama and stuff like that. This game doesn't really have that. It's more like serious medieval fantasy style plot, which I like. So I think I might like it more, but we'll see. The first day that I played it, I really liked it. So, see, Scully says, I beat it in 6 hours. I didn't rush through it. Did you do the dungeon? Did you do the dungeon?
Maybe you didn't even know about it. There's a dungeon in there that's very challenging, that's optional, but you need to know how to unlock it. Sounds to me like you didn't even know it existed, right? So, I'm playing Metaphor again tomorrow on the day stream, all right? We'll see how the stream goes. I might beat the demo. I might not, because if I do this optional dungeon, this is going to add hours of new content. So I don't know exactly how long it will take me to finish it. But tomorrow, a major stream of it. And then tomorrow night is going to be exciting. Here's why. If you like the spooky vibes, right? You're liking Halloween-themed stuff. Tomorrow is the beginning of the Zombies Month event in WWE Champions. All month long, it's all zombie-themed events. You got zombie wrestlers, you got zombie tours, zombie, challenges, and there's new wrestlers that are added this year that are brand new zombies, but then they've got literally 7 other years of zombies beforehand to look at and get. So, and I don't have any zombie characters on the new account, of course. So this is going to be a fun stream of us going through looking at all the wrestler zombies and seeing what events are in there. Can we get one, for the event? I don't know. If we hit the funding goal and I do a pull, it'll probably be like all the previous zombies available, and some are good and some are absolutely terrible. So they'll probably give you 1 million of the terrible zombies.
Dude, don't know how to maintain his own finances.
Get a good zombie. I don't know. But that's going to be fun, and that'll be way themed to what we're already doing. So I'm very excited for that stream tomorrow night on the late stream. I will not be here on Wednesday. That's my day off for this week. Now, as for the rest of the week, okay, here's how it's gonna go. Let me get my stuff open here. So, Thursday, Dead Rising Remastered will premiere. I've decided the next game that I want to play is Dead Rising Remastered. Okay, and I think I want to start it on Thursday as the daytime stream. So I hope you'll join me for that. That should be pretty fun. And then depending on how it goes, if people really like it, I want to do another stream of it. Or if we're very close to finishing another game, right? Like, let's say that we're very close to beating the casting of Frank Stone. Or let's say that we're very close to defeating, what do you call it? The Metaphor demo. And maybe instead we'll do one of those as the late stream on Thursday night so we can wrap it up. But I only want to do that if I'm sure I'm going to beat it. I don't want to say, oh, let's do a 2-hour night stream, and then we still don't finish it. Or like, oh, man, that would suck, right? So, yeah, that's what we're going to do Thursday. Friday, the day stream will either be the ending of the casting of Frank Stone or the ending of the Metaphor demo if we need the stream. I don't know if we're going to need the stream or not, okay? It depends, again, on how far we get in these games today. And then Friday night will be Friday Night Fights, but I'm undecided if on Friday night, if I actually want to do Street Fighter 6 or if I want to go back to the MVC collection, because at that point I would have done 3 straight streams of Street Fighter 6 as the fighting game on the stream. Maybe I want to go back to the MVC collection for variety's sake, and plus it works now, right? So that would be pretty fun, I think. So that's the schedule right now for the week, okay? It will continue, there'll be more next week. The big new game coming out in October is Silent Hill 2 Remake. That's coming out. My hair is bothering me. It's tickling my head. That's why I keep doing this. It's like tickling my skin right here. I'm like, stop tickling me. Look, see it? See that one strand of hair? The one strand keeps tickling my skin. Is bothering me. Okay. So yeah, the first new major game is Silent Hill 2 Remake, and that's coming out October 8th. So that's the big one. Then after that, like a few days later, you got Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero and Metaphor fully releasing. A few days after that, there's more. At the end of the month, we got tons of games like Call of Duty. And then we got my Halloween marathon event. So now we have come, here we go. Dude. Now we have come to the part of the stream where we actually get down to the real Halloween antics. All right, are you ready for this? So, Halloween event will take place this year on Halloween, which is October 31st. For those who don't know, it is hold on, let me find the actual day of the week that it is. It is a Thursday, all right? So I will be here on Thursday, October 31st. It will be a marathon-style event. What does that mean? It means I will be here in the morning to do a podcast, but I'll be broadcasting all day. There will not be a major break to break up the content. It's just going to be an ongoing stream all day. Typically, my marathons run from around 10:30, 10:45 a.m. all the way through 8 p.m. or later, depending on, you know, what we're doing and stuff. For the Halloween event, I do a few special things. Number one, I fully dress up in a Halloween costume. And this year is no exception. I actually have the best Halloween costume I've ever had for this year's Halloween event. However, it was last year's costume. Because last year, I also wanted to go like kind of all out and do the best thing ever. I spent a lot of money on getting this costume with props and everything. And here's what sucked. I got COVID. I caught COVID, and I couldn't do the marathon after hyping it up and doing all this stuff. By the time I had come back, because I was out of commission for a week. By the time I came back, it was.
I'm sick of him saying, I had COVID. I had COVID. He never even got a COVID test, like at all, bro. He never went to the doctor. He never got a COVID test. He was just like, I have COVID, guys. Literally, I'm not even bullshitting. That's what he did.
It was already like the first end of
guys, I have
November. I was gonna
COVID.
do a Halloween event then, so the whole thing got canceled, and it sucked ass. It did, like hyping it up and being so excited and getting everyone pumped up, and then not to be able to do the Halloween marathon really sucked. So I'm happy to be coming back strong this year to be able to actually do it. I hope that you guys will join me for it, and so I will have full body costume that day on Halloween.
Actually around a
be
bunch
doing
of
that day?
people, right?
Well, we're
Like
obviously
all
gonna have
the
Halloween
time
vibes.
from
We're
all
gonna be
over
talking
the
about
place.
Halloween,
Not
a special
Phil.
podcast,
fun
but
shit.
also
Phil's just
we're gonna
like,
be playing
yeah,
a
that's a
variety
fashionable
of games that
illness
you're
to
going
say
to
I have.
nominate starting
You know,
today,
he thinks
because
he's
as
a
of
big
right now,
celebrity, guy
live
that should probably
on
get
DSPGaming
That's
channel,
how his autistic retarded
I'm actually
brain
going to
works.
set up a
I'll
thread
just
to
tell
do
you, they
this.
is COVID. This is what everybody else's celebrity says. It's like, yeah, they actually
right
get
now.
it, dude. Not you. Fuck you.
Okay, so right now, on the DSPGaming channel, okay, live, I'm going to do it with you guys on the community tabs. This is where you can find it. You go to youtube.com DSPGaming, and then you go down to the community tab, and there's going to be a post for it right now. Okay.
Sorry. Didn't froze for this fucking guy.
Want to know what's really funny?
At least he ain't reading to us when he types.
My RGB lights are going crazy. As a special treat this year, PC games are now eligible. With my new gaming PC at my disposal,
Oh, never mind.
I am
Never
now
mind, dude.
ready to play pretty much
How can you not
most
see her
of the
just
games
type and not read us what he's typing? So I,
that
whatever.
you can nominate.
So
In
dumb.
fact, pretty much the only things that would be off limits would be older or more obscure console games that cannot be played on PC. I do not want to jump into emulation of old
Oh my god, Phil, no one wants to read all of that. Oh my god, it's like fucking 2 paragraphs. No. Fucking no, Phil. Just so I can sit here and vote for some shit that you're probably not even gonna do. Man, nah, dude. You're such a
consoles
bitch.
at this time, so those kinds of games would not be eligible. However, any game available to be played on PC or the Xbox Series X or the PS5 or the Nintendo Switch would be eligible. Whew. So, cool. I type like a court documenter. I type pretty fast. I used to be even better. I used to be very good at typing quickly, but not really anymore. I don't type that much anymore. So, please respond to this thread with your game nominations. I will review these in about 2 weeks, tally up the most nominated games, and and create a poll on which you can vote to determine the actual games that I'll be playing during marathon event. Thanks so much. And
Jesus
good luck. Now,
fucking
I don't
Christ.
think there's a way to pin this. I wish there was.
God,
But all you can do is you can
read
post
all
it up
that,
for the
bro?
categories. And I want it to be public. I don't want it to be members only. I want it to be a public
Who's gonna read
posting.
all that?
So,
Phil? That's insanity.
yeah, there doesn't seem to be a way to pin it. See, all you do is schedule it. Yeah. All right, so we're going to post it up, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do with this, right? So I post it up. So that's now live, and you guys can respond to that with your game nominations. Now, your post should immediately show up, but in some cases, for some reason, YouTube flags it, and it doesn't show up right away. It's because I have to review it in some cases. So if you post it up and you notice it's not showing up right away, be sure to let me know, and I'll look into it. But hopefully this stuff does show up quickly. Okay, now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a command for this, because what you can do, I believe I have to copy that, so I'm going to do it over here, because I have my Nightbot stuff open on this PC. If I go over here, I can copy that post by doing this. Yep. Then what I can do is I can go to my Nightbot command, and I can create a Halloween command. Post up here to nominate the games you want to see DSP play during his upcoming Halloween marathon event. Good luck. There it is. Okay. So that should be good. Man. There should now be a Halloween command in chat. Can we test it? Can someone try the Halloween command and test the link and see if it works? If you could do that for me, I would appreciate that. And then once that's working, I'm going to set up a timer. So every 15 minutes or so, it'll be auto-posted in chat via Nightbot. And that way people can nominate games for this month. All right, post up here to nominate the games you want to see. Now let's see if this works. Click it. Did it work? It took you to the post. It took me to the post. So it works for you guys? Cool. So we're good to go there. Let me just set up the timer, and then we're good to go for the month, right? That's excellent. Very nice. Please nominate games, guys. Let me do the timer right now. Timers.
Oh my God, so you want people to give you...
Enable. Okay.
Alright, guys.
So now there should be a Halloween command that will auto-post every 15 minutes to remind everyone in the stream chat that they could do that. Very cool. All right. Excellent. I'm glad that we're able to do that on the fly. You know, it's easier to do it that way.
On the fly. That was not on the fly, Phil. That took forever, bro. But you don't even know what that fucking definition means.
Wait, because I don't forget about it. We do it live together, so that's cool. By the way, that was the thing that I was thinking about doing earlier, and I was like, I don't remember what it was. That's what it was. But I wanted to get to the end of our scheduled segment to do that live. So that worked, right? Excellent. Thank you. Please nominate games, guys. I'll start checking on that periodically. Okay? So now, let's see. How are we doing, by the way, with everything here? I know I had a $2 tip earlier. And then we had the 2 super chats from Troublesome that were each 8. Yeah, this is not correct. I didn't add 8. I need to add another 8 to the total. Because I'm Troublesome did a second super chat and said, will you do an Enotria playthrough? I don't know what that is. Enotria? If it's a horror-themed game, maybe it's something to nominate for Halloween, right? If that's what it is. So thank you, I'm Troublesome, for the second super chat, but I've never heard of it. And then R Swift just did a $2 super chat and said, do you watch horror movies throughout the year? Yes and no. If there's one that I've heard of that people are interested, you know, hey, Phil, will you watch it? Or, you know, this is a really good one, I'll check it out. But not in general. I do like to watch more horror movies during this time of year right now. So if you guys have recommendations of horror movies that you guys would like to watch, or like me to watch, so we can talk about them, or maybe I can even at some point do a review, I would be way open to that. In fact, the other day, there was a few recommendations on stream for a few horror movies. And someone had recommended this movie called Martyrs. All right? I didn't know if the one I watched is the one they wanted me to watch, but they said it was going to be like a really gory movie. I looked it up on Amazon Prime Video, and I found it, and it's from like 2016, 2018, and it was a pretty unique premise of a movie. I'll just say that. Like, it kept you guessing for half the movie of what was really going on, and then at the end of the movie, when the plot was revealed, it was really effed up. You're like, whoa. So I thought it was all right. I didn't love it, but I certainly didn't hate it. I felt like it was a decent watch for the plot itself, and it had some really messed up gory moments. So that, but it was a decent movie, I would say. So I did watch that one a couple nights ago. So there you go. Have I seen Terrifier 2? I'm not interested in the Terrifier movies because that's pure gore, right? It's just sawing people in half and stuff. Like,
the fucking questions these fucking retards.
That I'm okay with. But a movie like Terrifier, it's just like, yeah, bro, it was also called Brain Dead. That's right, it was Brain Dead or Dead Alive are the two names of that movie. It's the most gory movie I've ever seen, but it's just comedy, right?
Is considered a horror
Terrifier
movie
movies, like
or
a mutant clown or whatever that saws people in half and rips them apart. It's disgusting, right? Like that to me, I don't get that. Like, I'm not into that over the top gore, and that's not even horror to me. That's just stupid, you know? Like, at least in the Saw movies and stuff, they're going through these trials, and the mystery is to figure out who is it that caught them and is torturing them? Why are they involved in this Saw-like plot? It's not like gore for the sake of gore. And that's really what it feels like those Terrifier movies are to me, you know? Oh, I also saw Reanimator. Reanimator is another one like that too, but I think that's better than, like, you know, Terrifier. I've seen Event Horizon. I actually really like that movie. I think it's interesting premise. I've heard people say it's ripped off, like the plot was stolen from something else, which I didn't know. When I saw it at first in theaters when it came out, I thought it was a really good movie, but apparently it is ripped off from someone else's idea or something. The horror movie Smile. I fucked up. Here's how I fucked up. A year or two ago, I was into watching like horror stuff, and I idiotically made the mistake that I wanted to know the plot of certain movies, and I watched some plot synopsis videos on YouTube. That was the dumbest thing ever, because when you do that, you can't actually enjoy the movie if you watch it, because you already know what's going to happen. So in the case of Smile, I should have just watched the movie, but I watched this plot synopsis, and now it's like there's no point in watching the movie because I know the plot. I ruined it for myself. So I'm an idiot. Like, I do not recommend you do that. Unless you have no intention of watching the movie, don't watch the plot synopsis because it completely ruined it for me. And everyone says they like the movie. It's scary, and I have no desire to watch it because I ruined it for myself because I'm an idiot. Okay? So thank you, R Swift, for the $2 super chat. I'm Troublesome did another super chat. These are all around $8, so we'll keep counting them as $8. He says, Inotria is a Souls-like, same animators as Dark Souls 3. It's not horror per se, but it is like a Dark Souls Italian folklore. Whoa. I've not heard of it. I mean, at this point, for like a major full playthrough, I don't think I'll be doing something like that this month. We won't have time for that because there's going to be so many big new games coming out. But perhaps as something later on, or as, you know, I don't know if it's expensive, but something to do maybe during the Halloween marathon, you know? And then R Swift did another $2 super chat. He says, no, Martyrs 2008 is the original version and it's better. Oh, well, I didn't see that one. I saw whatever one was on Amazon Prime Video. You're saying there's another one? Hold on. There is another one. They remade the movie within 8 years?
What? Well, this one, sadly, is not available to watch unless you pay. The other one was on Prime Video. It's the same premise, apparently. It's the same exact plot. It's just this is the original French version, while I watched the 2016 remake version, I guess. Yeah. Well, that sucks. Smile 2 is coming out this month. Is that actually true? Huh. You know, I will say that the movie Martyrs had a French vibe to it. I don't know if the remake version had any kind of French filmmaker or involvement in it, but it kind of just felt like a French style to it. So, all right. So I think I've counted all the contributions now, right? I didn't forget any. How are we doing on everything here? Hold on. All right, so currently we're at 67 likes, almost 400 viewers. Guys, let's get that to 100 likes. If you're here and you're chilling, enjoying the Halloween horror vibe today, please click like on the stream. It helps a lot. The engagement does. And thank you to everyone who's supporting the stream in some way. Right now we got 1 membership, a bunch of super chats, and a single tip for $2. Let's get someone to unseat that $2 anonymous tipper and become the top tipper of the day, shall we? Excuse me. Have I seen Dario Argento movies? I doubt it because I don't know what that is. Joel says, did you see the Conjuring movies? Which ones do you think are the best? The first one I saw in theaters and I really, really liked it. Okay. I think I saw last year. Didn't I review one of them?
He looks so stupid when he's trying to think, bro. Shit's funny. I ain't never seen someone look so stupid when
top
they're trying
tipper
to
of the day,
think
shall
of
we?
something in their head, dude.
Excuse me.
It's like you've seen the first one in theaters. You didn't see any more after that, and it's obvious. So why are you trying to rack your brain for shit that ain't in there, you know?
Have I seen Dario Argento movies? I doubt it, because I don't know what that is. Joel says, did you see the Conjuring movies? Which ones do you think are the best? The first one I saw in theaters, and I really, really liked it. Okay?
Look how retarded he looks, bro. Oh my god. Have you ever seen someone look like that when they're trying to, like, think of something? Like, who looks like that? Like, on camera, too, dude. It's so weird. It's so weird to me. I'm also an asshole that hates Phil, so whatever, dude. He's just the weirdest looking human being ever, dude. He's so funny looking guy. And trustworthy.
I think I saw last year. Didn't I review one of them? I reviewed the most recent one. The Devil Made Me Do It. And I thought that one was just okay. It felt more like a mystery movie than a horror movie to me, because it really was like a mystery movie. It didn't have much paranormal stuff in it. I don't know if I saw the middle one. I know I saw the first one. You know, and then they had 700 spin-offs, the Annabelle and the Nun and stupid shit. And I didn't see any of those. Yeah, so people are telling me live here in the chat that Kino Casino is back tonight. Cool to hear. They've been gone for over a month, right? They actually went on vacation like around like the 24th or 25th of August. So they've been gone for a long time, and for them to be coming back, I'm sure they're going to get tons of views and support tonight. People have been waiting in the wings for them to return. People are saying,
Yeah, all the pedophiles waiting for their favorite show. Yup, all the they've been waiting in their mama's basements, dude, and in the spare bedroom of their parents' house, dude, waiting for the only place where they actually could fucking fit in. Yeah,
make
dude.
the show. Well, I'll be streaming tonight. As you know, I do Street Fighter.
Dude, they got money burning holes in their pocket for their
I guess it really depends on how late they go, because today's a work day for my wife. Typically on work days, she gets tired.
That's
and wants
crazy.
To go to bed
It's the only
when
fucking
she goes to bed
casino,
early, that's
bro.
when I kind of have time
That's
to do stuff on the internet
for people that like fucking
when she's
little
asleep.
kids and ass.
So I mean, I might be able to tune into the show
That's
tonight
sick,
at
bro.
the very end. And
There's
maybe jump in
no
the chat
place
only
like
if I
Keto
catch it.
Casino.
Sometimes, when they were actively streaming, some nights I'd be able to make it like
You
at
like
the end of the
looking
night,
at
and then other nights I just couldn't
prepubescent
make it
fat
because I'm
men
busy,
and
you know, with
coke
my wife,
addicts and you
doing
like
stuff.
conversing
So
with
it
other
depends.
weird
Depends on what
pedophiles that
happens
think they
tonight.
can make fun of other people. Man, dude, yeah, dude, it's back. You
I guess we'll
motherfuckers
see.
are sitting there like, we're so bad.
No, I'm not
It's
canceling
keto
tonight's stream to catch up with the
pedoween.
casino.
It's pedoween.
Those guys are gonna have a crazy time tonight, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure that doesn't really have
Andy
crossover
and
with my Street
PPP
Fighter
are gonna
audience.
help you
So
fuckers
I'm not really
come
too
up
concerned
with
about that.
new exciting ideas that can entice kids for candy, right?
Okay.
It's Pedoween, babies.
All right, so I do have one final topic to cover on today's show. All right, and this concerns something that happened this morning. That I don't know anything about. Once again, as you guys know, I am a relative newcomer to a lot of things on the internet. I've stayed out of a lot of stuff.
No, you're not. You're just a selfish little prick that just used the internet as an ATM machine, Phil. You never use the internet for social means or to actually get insight to things happening around you or to learn things or whatnot. You just use the internet, bro, to fucking sit here and entice people to give you money. And that's it. You've been here 15 years. There's no fucking excuse why you don't know about the sector or things happening around. No, bro. Sorry.
Okay, over the years, I'm a relative newcomer when it comes to various different things, and one of the things that I'm a newcomer to is what they're calling the sector, whatever.
There's
But
no
apparently
excuse.
these people
There's no
in this
excuse
sector,
to be this ignorant
they talk about me
to
a lot
of things on the
and
internet,
it's
bro.
funny
when
because
that's
I know
how
nothing
you make
about
a
these
lot of
people
your
whatsoever.
money.
I have no involvement with any of them. It doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't be less involved. Yet these people always try to like bring me up or involve me in a negative way. All right. So this morning, in my timeline, there's a tweet from this person, Anton. In light of falling revenue, Cog has been inspired by They Call Me DSP to implement some of his begging tactics. Now, I don't know who Cog is. I literally don't know Cog at all. Like, if there was a stone on the ground sitting right there, I might think that's Cog. I really have no clue who this person is. Never seen them before. Never spoken with them.
Yeah, he does. He knows who Cog is, bro, because a bunch of Kino people and them told him, and Phil's been, he gets drunk, and he sits here and surfs through Twitter, and he surfs through fucking posts, and he's trying to get an understanding of who's who and who's doing what. He is, dude, at least over the last month. That's what he's been doing. Instead of just, like, surfing the big people that he thinks he's jealous of, he's surfing like us. He's like actually hardcore looking at our tweets and things in the sector, and he's seeing insulting things, bro, about him, and they trigger him. But he knows who Cog is. He knows who all these people are, bro.
Watch their content. Never talked about them until this very moment. Correct? Okay, fair enough. So here is something from their Discord. Because you can tell that this is Discord because they're tagging everyone, and that's a Discord tag right there. So here's what this person Cog has to say about me. I watched a DSP clip today, instantly laughed, but I'm also doing a one-day thing today inspired by DSP's grifting. Gonna make a dono throne for the top donor just for today. God, this is funny watching him beg someone to dethrone a $2 top donor. Okay, so who is Cog? Well, if you actually check the timeline, all right, and you look at people tweeting about this guy,
this is actually pathetic, bro. You're gonna sit here and talk about Cog,
to say the least, it's not flattering.
At least keep talking about
people are
duty.
basically
He's
saying
relevant
that
to
this
you.
guy's on his last
he's
legs, that
actually
at one point he was a creator who
he's just reaching
got a
for
lot of
shit
attention
in different
and had
directions at this point.
Basically he was someone who had a lot of success, but now apparently that's all ended, right? Like, basically his streams don't make money anymore. No one really pays attention. Someone in this line of like tweets, someone's like, yeah, so I caught up with Cog, and he literally gets like 1 to 2 interactions per post anywhere. Like, rather it's in his Discord, on social media, like this guy has no interaction whatsoever. No one pays attention to him at all. Yet this is what he used to do for.
Phil, shut the fuck up, bro. It's because Cog doesn't have as much clout, bro, and as much fucking, like, just clout on his side as Kino Casino. He doesn't have as many brain dead fucking retards, bro, sitting here and ready just to literally go to jail and support somebody, okay? But I know Cog. He's a cool dude, and everything he talks about, he's generally correct about. It's like me Bro, it's like me in the DSP community. A lot of people don't want to pay attention to me anymore because I dare call out a pedophile, and some of the biggest detractors are trying to sweep for a pedophile, bro. Right? And I don't get as many interactions as I did. Doesn't mean I'm fucking garbage. Nah, some of my shit is better than a lot of detractor shit they put out. As far as my edited content, right? But things happen for a reason, bro. Numbers aren't the end-all be-all indicator of how good a content creator is, or their opinions, or how correct they are. You know, sometimes a honest content creator has to work in a fucking sea of disingenuality, bro, and fucking bullshit and retards and moronization and shit. It's nuts. You would be surprised how many retarded people are a part of a fucking certain group than actual fucking people that think for themselves.
So it's like,
you
this is
know,
pretty much the end.
like, it'd surprise you.
Like,
You'd actually have to get into some shit to actually go like, whoa.
So I
That's
read
why
this, so
so
someone
many,
tweeted
like,
this.
people
See,
are
I'm in
surprised
there.
so
I'm
many
involved,
people
right?
like Trump, but I'm not.
So
Dude,
I take a
we're
look at
full
it, and I'm
of
like,
stupid people that just want to fucking
let
clap
me
at
put it this way,
genuine keys,
okay?
you know?
I don't necessarily think that this is like a big slam or anything, right? But here's the funny part about him saying this, correct? I just had the 2 most successful months of the last like 5 years. You understand that? I made bank.
Trying to figure out why Tekken fucking crashed on me. Sorry, that
Back in
pissed me
August,
off.
and
I
even
was in the
September,
middle
a
of
month
fight.
away from having that
I
Kino
was in the middle of
Casino
fight. This whole game
push,
just crashed on
them
me.
being
It
on
pissed me
vacation,
off.
not getting any real big collabs or anything. I had a really
know
good
I was
month in
muted.
September as
I
well.
know.
It was
I
up
muted
from what I
myself.
normally would
I
have
had
for a
to.
normal month for myself, right? So I'm coming off of some of the best months that I've
very
had
annoying,
in ages.
you know,
I'm
when I'm
successful.
playing
I'm
Tekken,
talking about being able
and
to
then it
buy a
acts like
new
this on my
streaming PC because I can
bro.
afford it
I
now.
don't
I've done
know
all
why.
these crazy upgrades to my setup. You know, we're talking about all this stuff. So he's laughing because I said it's funny watching him beg someone to dethrone a $2 top donor. Hello, it works. What you do is you hype your stream up in a positive.
Sorry, sidetrack. Yeah, I know I was muted. I'm fucking annoyed right now. Fucking Tekken, it just crashed on me. And sometimes when it crashes on me, I have to reset it through Steam. Like if I can't do it through Steam, I have to do it through the task manager. It's fucking annoying, bro. You know, it's annoying. But I do have really, really good news for you guys. And it's actually like not Joe Murray flexing or these are good things. This is good for my part of the community. You know, if you actually like watching me and you participate in the shit I do.
Way to
I
make
have
people
such
want to
good news
contribute
for you,
because then they get hyped for it. For example,
Like, dude,
literally right now,
I'm
we
telling
have
you, dude, we're
366
so bad.
viewers. We have 74 likes. Let's get that to 100 likes right now. Like, what's holding us back from having 100 likes? Nothing. Click the like button. It's easy. It's free. It helps this channel a lot. If you're here to enjoy the podcast, which most of you are, I'm not sure you're not all pocket watching a-holes who hate me, right? Please click the like button right now. Let's get it to 100 likes, right? Our top super chat of the day is an $8 super chat from I'm Troublesome. Let's get someone to dethrone I'm Troublesome and get a new person to sit atop that throne and get recognition to be the top contributor. Let's get someone to tip. Right now we have $2 in tips, a measly $2 for the king. We could do better than that. We could absolutely do better than that. Right now, let's get a tip to be the top tipper. That's above $2. Okay.
So what is wrong with what I just did exactly? Ha ha ha. This is funny watching him beg someone. Am I sitting here saying, please, please, send me your dollars, please. I'm destitute. I'm on the...
I mean, you are. Phil doesn't understand he's so uncharismatic. Like, he's charismatic, bro. He's just so uncharismatic and unpersonable and unfunny and fucking ugly and fucking retarded, bro, that even him trying to fucking do what Kino Casino does, or a better fucking person. Oh yeah, guys, we only have $52. Can we get to 100? Let's get $100 in the casino. Right? It's like, dude, PPP isn't even that charismatic, but he is for, like, retarded people and people that, like, get his sarcasm and shit. Like, we get it. He's not, like, begging. He's literally pulling out all the stops of his personality to be entertaining. Because I do it, too. I get it, bro. That's why I'm loud and bombastic and I do all the shit I do. Right? It's like leaning on the most exaggerative things of your personality that that some people enjoy. A lot of people don't. Right? Oh, I don't like this guy's voice. Oh, you're yelling too much. I don't care. Right? I'm here for people that like they like the entertainment. They like entertaining personality and the shit that goes on here. Whatever. You could go watch a educational DSP fucking show or something, you know? You want some analytical shit. And that's how Kino Casino is. But Phil, he's sitting here and trying to take those things that, like, you see Kino do, or like me do in my own way. And he's like, hey guys, we only have $20. Can we get 20 more? And it's just like, ugh. It's like Phil seeing a better beggar on a different corner. He's like, bro, I saw this dude. He begs for money on Washington and 16th Street. Okay? And he gets more money than me. And you know what he does? He talks to people in a karaoke machine. He holds a microphone to his mouth. He's like, hey, I need money. Give me money so I can smoke crack. He actually just sings how he needs to just get money to smoke crack. And they give him money. He gets more than me. I'm going to do what they do. And then Phil he buys a karaoke machine, right? And he goes on his little corner and he's like, hey guys, I only have 100 likes. Can we get 100 more? We could fill up the tractors. And he's just sitting there on his little corner trying to copy what a actual entertaining beggar does. Like beggars that sit here and do magic tricks, and beggars that might set up a little game for you to interact with. Beggars that will sit here, bro, and actually try to, like, bro, I don't have shit, but I'm gonna try to give you something, right? I'm gonna give these fuckers something to give me $1. Not Phil, bro. Fuck this guy.
Street, I'm gonna be living in a cardboard box if you don't send me $2. What is he talking about?
He done that.
It's called being a hype man.
Phil, you've done this. You've done this. I'm gonna lose my house. You know, if I make this money, if I pay my taxes, and I do this and that, I'm gonna lose my house. Oh my god, bro. He's the most triggering motherfucker ever.
And it's about getting a positive show together, getting people amped for your content, getting your audience wanting to support it by just mentioning they can contribute. This is different than sitting here and begging, oh, I need to pay for something now. Please send me the monies for it. What are you talking about, right? The guy is a fucking moron, right? Like, what is he talking about here? I'm coming off of my 2 most successful months in years. People are talking about DSP. They want involvement with DSP. I've got people who want me on their shows. I've got crossovers going on. I got interviews lining up. Like, what kind of criticism is this? If you are someone who is failing, your views are failing, your support is failing, right? then you should probably try to learn from your betters, correct? Right? You should try to like, oh, this is something that works for someone else, right? Why would you laugh at the tactic that works? Instead, you should try to adopt it or learn it. And it sounds like that's what he's going to do. He says, oh, for a one-day thing, I'm going to do a dono throne for the top donor. So I'm curious, did he do it? How much money did he make? Like $1?
Phil, he's doing what I've done. I've done it too. I just didn't... Cog's, like, way more retarded than me, I think. I don't know. But, like, you guys see me. I was like, bro, I'm going to impersonate PPP. Like, literally just making fun of him. I'm not expecting to get a bunch of more money and all hump, right? I impersonate PPP's voice, and I'm mocking him. I'm mocking all of them, because it's like the way they make money is so fucking retarded, and only retarded people will be like a clapping monkey machine. This is entertaining. I'm gonna give you money. I am a fat white man telling me to give me more money. So, he rung a cowbell. It's just like, okay, whatever. You like it, you like it. You're retarded, and yo, the world needs retarded people, I guess. Right? Or nobody would make money ever.
Right?
Shit.
So,
but Phil is so weird.
But, so here's
Phil
my
trying to
response
copy
tweet to it
these
this
dudes,
morning.
bro.
Someone who is
You
miserable
know?
and failing should seek to emulate those who are
You know what I
successful.
mean? It's like the way that Kino Casino makes money is retarded.
True.
Right.
If he's
but
saying,
it
oh, I'm going
works
to
for
copy
them.
that, right? It
And the
basically
way
means he
Phil
knows
makes
it works.
money is retarded.
So then why are you trying to
too,
make
but
fun of
works
it?
for him.
It doesn't work when you're
But it's
failing
not
and you're
as
trying to make fun of someone else who's
successful. So
successful.
he's trying to take another
You have to make fun of someone who,
way
like,
of
it's
making money
effective.
off people.
You
Right?
know what I'm saying?
That's already,
He's not
it
effective
sounds
because no one likes
scummy.
you. No one.
The way, dude, the way fucking Kino Casino sits here and hypes for cash, it's scummy. It's gross. It's annoying. It is. It's because I'm an old school internet guy. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up and do your entertainment. If I want to give you money, literally, I'm not a retard. I know how to give you money. It's all there right in front of my face. I don't need you going, can we get more? Can we get this? Can we get that? And then you have Phil trying to do that, but worse. It's just like, fuck off. Go fuck yourself and get a job. Get a job. You literally need to fucking do all this shit to get cash.
Support you
bro.
now. So for you to criticize someone else who's doing something that works,
like,
it doesn't
it's-
work. Your
like,
criticism's
bro,
invalid.
These are the people that have the potential to ruin streaming for everyone. For everyone, bro. People that actually do want to probably make a career out of this, right? But they're honest, like, good people, and they'll actually give you entertainment, and they'll actually do this and that. And then there's, like, motherfuckers like me, like, dude, I'm not as good or whatever, but it's like I try to do giveaways, and whatever I make, I try to reinvest into whatever the fuck the shit I do. No, bro, I'm telling you, these are the people, they're the reason why there are laws in the world, why you have to wear a seatbelt, and you can't drink and drive, and you can't do this and that. Because a lot of us could literally, like, do all these things and have a normal fucking day. But then you have fuckers that if you give them an inch, you give them a little bit more freedom that they really should have, they take it too far, you know? It's like you give them an inch, they take a mile. And that's what Phil does. You give Phil an inch, you make him think it's okay to fucking beg for cash and do all this hype man things. He's gonna take a mile. He's gonna push the goalpost and take it way too far. Then he really should be taking it for what he provides. As an entertainer, as a content creator, all that shit. It's like you're not in a position to be going, oh, bro, can we knock
these
off
are the interactions I'm getting
the
now.
guy that just
It's like, he had
gave
the
me
Ethan Ralph shit.
$5?
And by the
It's
way,
like
I
you're
didn't even
not
follow
there,
up on
Phil.
that.
Shut
Be
the
willing to
fuck
say,
up.
Ethan Ralph completely pussied out. He said he was going to do a Fuck Phil festival. He literally said, I'm going to do a Fuck Phil festival, triple F. And it's going to be on September 27th. And we're going to have guests. And we're going to have all this stuff going on. And we're going to fuck Phil. The 27th rolls on. He's just...
Wait, watch. Guys, I am always right about these things, okay? But in 20 years, don't be surprised if new TOS things are set up where no one, bro, can directly ask for contributions or to like or subscribe or for a tip. No one will be able to do that. The day's gonna come, bro. And it's gonna take someone that gets more notice than Phil, bro. Doing what Phil does and getting caught misappropriating the fucking funds, dude. You know? And it's gonna ruin content creation for a lot of people. It is. These are the people that literally push things so far where laws are enacted and new TOSs are put in place and all this shit, bro. These are people that get to climb the ladder being retarded and then literally pick up the ladder and throw it on the fucking crowd below them, bro.
Screaming.
Crazy.
He's high as shit again, like on his Percocets or whatever he pops. And there's people asking him, dude, you said that today was the Fuck Phil Festival. Like,
Ronnie,
like, what's going on?
I have no problem with that, because you guys know I don't, like, directly ask for, like, cash or anything like that. But, dude, just because I don't like what Phil does, I don't use him as a blanket fucking, you know, ambassador of content creation, how it should be done, and how other people should do it. I don't mind if someone asks for money or asks for support or like and subscribe. It's part of the game, but Phil's took those little things, bro, that people are normal about, and he's pushed them way too far, you know? Where it's like, I will not be surprised if in 10 years, YouTube's like, we have new TOS. You can't directly ask for likes and subscribes anymore. You know what I mean? It'd be like, holy fuck.
That would take too much effort. I'd actually have to line up guests, and I'd have to schedule things, and I'd have to do this and that. And everyone's like, yeah, that's the point. Like, you work to make content that people want to see, and then they'll come and support it. So what you're saying is you don't want to work any effort into anything. You're just a lazy lump of shit. So you talked big, and then once again, you backed out. Seems like a...
You want to know what's funny? He keeps going after people he thinks are easy fucking targets, like Cog, because a lot of Kino Casino people don't like Cog, because he's a Kino Casino detractor, pretty much. Like, he's a Kino Casino detractor. You don't like them, right? So Phil's like, alright, this is a guy I could take on, and I'll probably even have some backing behind this. Because think about it, bro, why ain't you taking Duty on today? Why don't you take on people like Cho Murray, or why don't you try and take on That Being Said, or fucking, you know, other people, or why don't you take on Piece of Peace, bro? Right? Like, there's so many other detractors, bro, right, that go a little bit harder, Phil, that deserve your attention. I won't say that like that. I don't want his attention.
Running pattern with this fucking guy. Right?
He's Phil.
He talked massive shit about me,
up,
and then he completely pussied out of everything because he's a coward.
But it's funny. It's a pattern I'm noticing. Phil's only trying to talk to people and interact with people that he thinks he could get little easy pickings off of. It's crazy. It's like, how about you take on people with bigger fucking nuts than you in real life?
A no-life loser who doesn't have the ability to actually get anything going, right? So what I mean, this is the level of people in this sector at this point, and it's like, wow, this is what I have to deal with if I try to.
He's a low-level person in the sector. Literally, like, Kino Casino probably told Phil who Cog is, and he shouldn't take Cog. He's just a low-level person. He isn't successful like Kino Casino. Oh my god, bro.
To deal with these people, huh? So it's like, you know, some people even said, why bring up Cog? Because it's something to do. Listen.
No. Because you know from Kino's audience and Kino themselves that Cog is one of your ops. Not your op, but dude, I'm telling you, you have to be on Twitter like I am. In the sector. Fucking such a gay name for a fucking thing. The sector. And shit like that, bro, to know who Cog is and to see where he stands. It's like he has no juice. He's literally like it's like when I took on Aqua Teal in March, bro, and I ended up on Kiwi Farms with a bunch of people going like, dude, I don't care. But it's like, but Cho Murray lost his mind. why is he attacking Aqua Teal? It's like, bro, she's literally supporting a pedophile trying to attack me.
Listen, as you can tell, we're not going to dwell on this very long. I had a bunch of contributions that just came in that I need to shout out.
Laugh at Phil and let pedophiles attack
yeah,
me
I don't really understand it.
Like,
why, if you're already unsuccessful, if you're failing, why then would you try to criticize someone who's doing better than you?
But that's the vibe. That's why I like Cog, you know? He's actually like a little guy trying to punch up a little bit, you know?
And joke about, I'm going to adopt the topic. No, you actually should just like do what I'm doing if you want to make bank because it works. People are getting excited for positivity on the stream. You get it? It's a positive thing to say, I unseated someone who was a top contributor. Now I get recognition for it. That's a good positive thing. So what are you doing? Because obviously what you're doing doesn't work, which is why everyone says you're a failing, miserable failure and your content sucks, right?
Obnoxious ninjas, you don't know shit,
right,
bro. It's deeper
enough
than
of that
that
nonsense.
School, but it's not that
okay. So now we got shout outs, my friends. We got a tip. As I said, ask and you shall receive. I said, let's get someone to unseat the top tipper,
Wait,
and we got...
What did Kendrick say? He said the rabbit hole deep. I could go further, I promise. I could, bro.
Got it right now. Right? We've got a $10 tip from They Call Me T-Mac. Take my money, Philip. Oh, indeed I shall. Thank you so very much for the $10 tip. In fact, we get our first Halloween theme animation for tipping. There we go. Nicely done. Thank you to They Call Me T-Mac for a $10 tip.
Is this game gonna work and not fucking crash on me again? Fuck.
Let's get the streak started again. Let's get it going. Let's hit the King's Coffers goal for today, right? Let's get the momentum moving back in that right direction for the Halloween vibes this month, all right? Cool.
He's gonna get his... He already got $50, bro. He's gonna get his little goal by the end of the stream, I'm pretty sure. And it's gonna be because of OIC. He's gonna get another $50 tip. Watch. If he don't get no good tips for at least 2 hours, Only Iced Coffee's gonna be there on a sock account, giving him 50, 55.
Cool, thank you. They call me T-Mac.
That's how it's been going, bro. So wow.
I received, well, first of all, Soul Potato, 16 months as a member. Hey, Phil, will you return to complete Wukong? No. Why would you even ask that question? I've talked about this for the past month. I quit Wukong because it's boring as shit. The game falls off in Chapter 4, apparently continues to suck in Chapter 5. Someone told me they invested over 50 hours in the game, and only the ending of the game was good. That basically, after Chapter 3, they didn't enjoy the game till the very end. The very end was good.
Bro, you're supposed to be a professional game player, and you stop playing. One of the reasons why you stopped playing, because a viewer told you that the game sucks later on, bro. That's not how this shit goes, Phil. Oh my god, dude. The game was too hard for you, and you didn't make enough money. You didn't make a lot of money playing it. That's the only reason why I quit.
Why am I gonna play? I'm 20 hours in. Why would I play another 30 fucking hours of boredom, repetition, uninspired level design, and repetitive combat just to play it and say I beat it? It's a waste of time. People don't even care. The stream, that's what killed the streak originally. The king.
Bro, why'd you play Elden Ring? Why'd you keep playing Elden Ring? Sometimes Elden Ring is boring, repetitive, dog, clocking across a bunch of empty fucking worlds with nothing in it sometimes. I love Elden Ring. I could criticize it. All the things you're saying, it could be applied to Elden, but you played the fuck out of it. You played the shit out of Elden Ring, Phil. Right? And I wonder why. Couldn't be because you're making hundreds of dollars playing Elden Ring. You didn't make as much playing Black Myth Wukong. Couldn't have been that. Because you're just such an honest, humble guy that just loves playing games out of the goodness of your soul.
The streak ended at 41 because people were so bored with me playing this boring-ass fucking game, they quit the stream. I couldn't even keep 300 viewers for Black Myth Wukong. I get more viewers on this podcast daily than I had for Black Myth Wukong. This is just me talking. Right? So, no, I'm not going back to that fucked up game that's dead and boring. I don't care about it. Other people can go ahead and enjoy.
It's gonna get Game of the Year. Just like Baldur's Gate. This is literally the caliber of retarded shit talking that he did to Baldur's Gate 3. And then it got Game of the Year, and then he looked all fucking retarded and had to fucking play it, bro. Okay.
Enjoy it.
Watch him.
We're
gonna finish Black Myth.
It's so good.
Watch, he's gonna find some excuse if he gets proven so wrong.
I guess, we're gonna have to finish Black Myth Wukong. We're gonna finish it for the sub because there's no games.
He's gonna pick a time there's not a bunch of AAA games.
It's the next
to play.
Soulsborne successor. You can say whatever you want. It wasn't that good. The best part about the game was the graphics. The graphics were quite good. Outside of that, it was so repetitive. It was boring as shit. The level design sucked ass. The bosses were just grinds and not fun at all. It was boring. It was a boring ass game. Coming off of having played Shadow of the Erd Tree, even I'm gonna be honest, coming off playing another Crab's Treasure, that game wasn't as good. Do you understand? I played other much better Soulsborne games.
Bro, that's how you already know his opinion is just like straight up from a baby's wet fucking diaper. That's how fucking retarded it is. It's fucking baby poo-poo fucking brain stupid shit.
I played another Crab's Treasure. It's better than...
Oh, bro, you're a fucking goddamn wheelchair, Phil. Get out of my face with that.
Amazing amount of
Fuck
support
your
there.
opinion, dude.
Is making fun of me, right? By the way, for the record, I've now made $92 just on this podcast. We haven't even gotten to like gameplay or anything yet today.
Damn, his little ego felt so attacked.
Cog, I made $92. How much are you gonna make on your stream?
Bro, there's been streams I made more money than Phil! What the fuck? There ain't nothing to flex about. Don't be flexing about this shit, Phil. Some days are good and some days are bad, bro. You shouldn't be leaning on your audience to just make money, though, you know?
And I made $92. Okay?
I made $92.
Because, by the way, there's ad revenue.
Bro, I'll never forget it. I had a restream where I made 300 and I think like 60 fucking bucks, and Phil made fucking 20! Literally, someone fucking tossed him 20 bucks like a sad little stripper, bro. I sat here and walked away with a bunch of cash tugged off his back. Yes, sir.
Revenue also that I make on my
Stupid
content.
Bitch.
So
Shut the fuck up.
I made
trying to
92
flex
bucks,
about
right?
money.
He's gonna
You're the
criticize
last
me
person that should
for the
do
way that I make my money. But he doesn't have a toilet. Maybe you should get a working toilet and then you can come and clap back at me. But I feel like you should get a working
Duty. Oh, I called him Duty. Sorry, I do. Fuck. Phil and Duty. Sometimes they be on that same level in my subconscious sometimes. They do. But fucking Phil, you don't have a fucking working toilet. What the fuck? Phil? The goddamn vacuum cleaners, the goddamn dishwashers, the whole bathroom? Fuck the toilet.
Phil sitting there like, my shower doesn't work, and the toilet doesn't work.
And literally made hundreds of thousands of dollars between announcing all these things and still announcing them and making all this cash. Ain't fixed a single motherfucking thing in there. Because it all went to mobile games, bro. Literally. You have no, Phil, you have no right to talk shit about another man's broken toilet because the other man's broken toilet actually might be some shit he needs help fixing, dude. Not you. Not you. Never you, Phil. Fuck.
shit at somewhere else than a bucket or paper bag, then maybe you could come back. This just seems a little desperate. I'm just saying, like, maybe this is what he was looking for. Maybe he wanted to get my attention today, so now we can start a feud or something. I don't know. But I mean, that's pretty hilarious.
Wow, Phil's fucking stupid. You're stupid. Just cause, like, dude, this is all because Kino Casino had you on? You think your dick is fucking, you're like a Grinch that thinks their dick grew 3 sizes too big, bro. You still have a little penis, Phil. Stop it. You literally live a worse life than Cho Murray. You live a worse life than 90% of your ops, Phil. I have a bigger house than you, bigger property. Fucking, I make more money than you, Phil. Oh, but you're not. You have to actually work for it, Chill. You can't just beg for money and you can't play a video game and be online and make as much money as Phil, bro. I got paid yesterday and got paid way more money than Phil's gonna make this next week, okay? And that's because I worked hard for it my whole life. I didn't do what Phil did, and Daddy gave me a job, and then I lost it because I'm shit. Then I worked at a Best Buy, and then you know, I lived at Mama and Dada's house until YouTube monetized me, and then everything changed. Like, nah, bro, come on. He ain't like us.
I should make. Oh, there you go. Joel Law says you should ask for turd contributions just to make your point. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? Please support the stream right now with turd contributions.
Bro, I'm one of the first fucking chefs to come up with vegan meat products. Like in real life, homie. I show you if I wasn't at risk of doxing myself. But I came up with vegan fucking meatballs, bro. And this is around a time when every fucking restaurant was trying to shovel you meat fucking products, like meat vegan products.
Let's do it. Please support turd contributions right now.
You see a vegan meatball?
Just to make the point about top. Let's do it, right? Let's get the top turd Let's get someone to unseat Perry the White and sit on the golden throne.
What did Phil do?
And then
he didn't even invent Let's Plays. I invented Let's... No, you didn't, bro. Okay, you were one of the first people to use this retarded platform, and that's it, dude. You didn't even fucking make anything out of being one of the first. You know?
The golden toilet throne, that is. And let's get someone to unseat They Call Me T-Mac right now with a big tip and get on top of the golden toilet throne as well. Let's do it. Sounds like a good idea. Jade says, I just got home. I met Palba Yugi, and
it's funny, bro. Those times where Phil can't instantly translate Jade's fucking Denonese, bro. You know, feels like, oh, fuck, bro. I didn't take like too many Denonese classes.
Mal for Yu-Gi-Oh, and Korra for Legend of Korra, and Mario's voice actor. You meant what's his name? Yeah, the guy who did it for a million years, right? And Miles Morales as well. Cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad that you had a good time. Hopefully you had a good time. Hopefully the travel wasn't too grueling or anything. Luckily you did it on a weekend that wasn't a holiday weekend or anything, right? So, excellent.
Bro, Jade lives in a wheelchair. I'm pretty sure he doesn't really get exhausted doing anything except shitting into a bag and pissing into a tube, bro.
Very nice. So, glad to have you back, Jade. Welcome back.
Probably the hardest things in Jade's life. He has a catheter in his little dick and a little shit bucket underneath his ass on his wheelchair. Okay.
Hope you're ready for some Frank Stone today.
Sorry. Oh, Jade, I hope your day wasn't so exhausting. Shitting into colonoscopy bags.
Hey, if you're into horror stuff. And
I get a little fucking I get a little strenuous, you know, when I have to take a poop too. Couldn't imagine
call me T-Mac
my legs
for the $2 super chat.
You know? I have
My
no
apologies
leg
if you
muscles
haven't answered
to
this,
feel
or if
the
you've answered this
clench
100
shit
times.
out.
I haven't been around for a while. Why aren't you playing Dead
Hard
Rising
life,
Deluxe Remaster?
Jade.
Because I was busy with other games.
Jade,
We were playing
bro.
it Thursday. We're starting it Thursday. It's going to be that balanced with finishing up Frank Stone and the Metaphor demo, and then we're going to balance that also with the Silent Hill 2 remake coming out on the 8th. So there you go. Cool. Thank you for the $2 tip there, T-Mac. And so that will get us up to 96? Or not? Did I add it already or not? Shit. Oh, shoot. I don't remember if I added it or not. Hold on. I guess I already added it. I think I don't know. We're going to leave it at 96. I don't remember. So, Andy, popping his 4-month membership message. He says, let's get some subs for Phil before the Keto Casino come back. Yeah, guys. Hey, listen, support is greatly appreciated. We're at 96 bucks in support already. And we just, we're just starting. I really appreciate you guys supporting my content. I really do. Thank you very much for that. If you're here on stream, please give it a like. We're at 91 likes. Let's get that up to 100. And let's do it. Let's hit the goal. Let's do it now, right? We have about like 5-10 minutes left on the podcast. Let's complete the King's Coffers goal now. Let's get it rolling in the right direction, right? Get it in the positive direction. And thank you so much. Perry the White just gifted 5 memberships to the community. Thank you so much, Perry, for 5 memberships. Very, very nice. Unfortunately, one. Oh no, it's fine. I thought one of them went to a troll, but it didn't.
I'm trying to plan shit out. All right. I'm like looking at the calendar on the side. Fucking cause I'm like Phil. I have to budget my money. I think the 11th, bro. I'm gonna be doing giveaways. Or do the Spark.
And now Andy just gifted 5 memberships to the community.
I'm gonna try a giveaway.
Congrats to everyone who's getting gifted memberships. Let's take a look. Congrats to Solar Edge, Stuart Barrett, Barry M, TTK, Woody Please, Lost Soul Mist, RTU's Brother Afterwork Burrito, Thriller 2700, Winston, and Big Ocho. Congrats to everyone there getting those gifted memberships. Thank you, everyone, for supporting. Let's get new people on the leaderboard for the top super chatter and the top tipper to dethrone these people and get more people on the turd throne goals. It sounds so stupid. I don't think I'm going to say that again. That sounded so bad, I don't want to repeat it. I do like these animations. Look at these, man. These are cool.
The 11th and the 13th. If everything goes my way. For sure, the 11th, I'm giving away a copy of Sparking Zero. So release day, like actual release day, I'm giving away 1 copy. And if things go my way, because what I want to do is give away another copy on the 15th or 16th. But if things don't go my way, the second copy, I have to give away on the 23rd, bro, and I don't really want that. So that's why I'm like
for
looking at the calendar. I can budget my money
RTU's burritos.
Because all this shit's coming out of my actual.
There was a bunch of regulars. Big Ocho's a regular. I think Winston is a regular. Barry, I remember TTK, Stewart. These are Solar Edge. They're all almost everyone a regular. Got a membership there. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sleepy Squid.
What did you miss?
Bro, fucking post up a link to your shit, bro. If anyone that's watching my stuff, hey, if they're interested in you know, hopefully they give you a chance, man. But we've all been there, even me, dude. We all gotta start somewhere, 1 or 2. But I don't know. Some of it too, it's like
Miss Lovecraftian Arcade. Well, we did a lot today. I recapped how successful my merch store was in the first 12 hours. We already sold like 16 items in climbing, which is amazing for the first 12 hours of the store. We went through the schedule for the week. We looked at all my Halloween animations and decorations because I have all new animations for the month now, which is excellent. We basically felted this cog guy, whoever the fuck he is. I don't even know who he is, but we basically, threw him through the ringer. It was a good show. It was a chill one.
I'm trying to tell you.
Also met Brooke from.
I know from experience too, bro. Viewer count doesn't matter. I can have like 500 viewers watching the stream right now, and that wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. It just give me a bunch of views, right? But in the long term, are all those people gonna actually check out more of the shit I do, or stick around, or be able to tolerate some of the shit that might happen in the you never know, bro. You can't really rely on viewers or viewer count. You need to be concentrated on building your brand and setting your shit up and making a way to build your fucking audience.
Peace.
And
cool.
Core viewer base.
Cool. I'm just curious,
once
Jay,
you have a core
at these events you go to, is it just about meeting with these voice actors and getting autographs and talking and taking pictures for? Is there more to do there? Because I haven't been to a convention in so long. Like the last convention I went to, must have been like 2012, right? So it's been so long for me. And back then, there was like a lot going on. They would have concerts. They would have giant merchandise areas. There would be arcades you could play stuff in.
It's annoying.
I'm just curious if these more anime centric.
Those are the things that Phil will never, like, I don't know, either experience or be able to share with people. But yeah, it's frustrating. It's frustrating and annoying, bro. You know, after a while, to like sit here and put effort into something you care about, like let's say streaming, and it's like you're just talking to yourself. Like, because that's essentially what you're doing, but that's a good thing. Don't stop doing it, bro. You know, like, you have to do that. Like, you have to sit here and be an entertainer. Entertain as if you're in an empty room, kind of, bro. And you are, right? But you never know. One person might stumble on your stream or step in and they're seeing you be you, and you're having a good time. You're trying to make the best out of what you have, right? And they might stick around. That's what sucks, and that's why it feels annoying to some people to watch, right? Because like, he does not deserve to be where he is, and he should not be where he is anymore. He isn't. He's ugly. He's fucking not personable. He's not entertaining. He's fucking goddamn repulsive. He's abrasive in every fucking way. He's a beggar, and he blatantly manipulates fucking the people that do give him a chance. He does not deserve to have a fucking platform, if you were to ask me. You know, and that's not me being jealous or hateful or spiteful. That's like common sense. He deserves to be at Wendy's putting fries in the fucking bag, bro. You know, and trying to do this part-time like a lot of us have to. A lot of the money I put into my streams and my VTubing and all the giveaways and shit, it comes from my pocket, bro. You know, like, yeah, I do make a little money from YouTube, but if, you know, I'm gonna be honest, it's enough to like pay my fucking internet bill, you know? All the other shit I do extra to put back into the channel, it's like from my pocket. So yeah, it's like disappointing, right? When you probably don't get a lot of views, or you probably don't get this or that, but like, you're not entitled to what you think other people get and all that gay hump, you know, like basic shit. You need to just try to do your best and be yourself and invest what you can, and the work will show. Hopefully, right? Like, it's all hopeful fucking thinking.
I'll keep working on it, like, FYI. I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, I'm
That's
busy,
why
so
it's
I can't do
annoying.
anything.
It's annoying seeing, like, big content creators with all this shit do everything wrong, or they do everything wrong on purpose, bro, because they can just get away with it. Or the ones that are like, oh yeah, they have everything right, or they sit here and end up like talking to minors, like Dr. Disrespect. It's just like, what the fuck?
No, I'm gonna keep talking with people. I'm gonna just keep trying to schedule stuff.
Why does the algorithm, right, bless these fucking
So I hope that
I get
hope
it,
that you
dude.
guys will continue to watch and
definitely
you
get
know,
those,
enjoy,
like,
and I'll do my best.
misgivings and
But if nothing happens, it's still good, right?
But I've
Like, that's
had
me,
it,
like we're on a
kid,
good trajectory right now when it comes
But it's
to
not
the
gonna
content
get
I
you
have to do, all the
anywhere.
games that are coming out that are gonna be very
Dwelling on
exciting.
shit like that.
This month will be great. Guys, we're at 97 likes. Let's hit the 100 likes right now. Let's do it. Let's hit the 100 likes, all right? And like I said, let's hit this goal. Let's get it going. We didn't get anyone. Wait a minute. Hold on. I did not receive any turd contributions. Seriously? Are you trying to make Cog like look good in this situation or something? Because he couldn't get any turd contributions. So now you're
Like, do you hear this guy? This is Phil faking. He's faking like he's funny and he's being entertaining and riffing and making fun of somebody. He's not good at it, bro. He's not, because this isn't his personality. This isn't who he is.
telling me I can't get any turd contributions either?
Because he's the guy that this is who you are, Phil. You're the guy that gets made fun of. The fuck? You're a fucking ugly ass? Fuck out of my face. No, it's like, you have no right to make fun of anyone, dude. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. If I was Phil and I was even as lucky to get a second chance that he doesn't deserve like he's getting now, I wouldn't even be sitting here picking internet fights with people. It'd be the last thing I do, bro. Oh, I got $4,000. People gave me a bunch of money. That means I could kill my enemies. Like, that ain't how it works, you know? Like, Phil acting like his enemies don't have their own fan bases and all this other shit. Come on, bro.
It's absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe this behavior. Okay. Anyway, all right. So last chain, we're going to wrap up in a moment, and then we're going to get to the casting of Frank Stone. All right.
Q&A.
Any last-minute topics you guys would like to discuss before anything else would be a better use of my time, spending time with my wife, right? If the reviews had traction, if people really cared about them, I would have done a lot more, and I would have focused more on it. But it's a significant amount of effort.
Bro, he literally put no effort into his fucking reviews. He's talking about his movie reviews and how they got no traction or are not worth his time. I don't even have to, like, hear the whole thing. I know what he's talking about. Bro, he put no effort into his video reviews. Like, his reviews about movies. It'd be Phil with a fucking picture of the movie, and then him just literally giving you a summary, a retarded summary at that, of the movie, bro. No actual opinions or thoughts about aspects of the movie, or no deeper things even, like camera composition, or blocking, or staging, or fucking script writing, or casting, or nothing. He gives you nothing when he reviews a movie. It's like, hello, Phil here, and today we're gonna talk about this movie, you know? Like I told you, oh bro, I finished the whole X series. I did. With my wife. As of Sunday, I watched all of them. Pearl, X, and Maxine with my wife. And Mia Goth. I'm a Mia Goth simp. Holy fuck. Bro, there's that scene in the X movie where all the bitches are fucking and Mia Goth, you see Mia Goth's titties? And my wife's like, nope. Like, literally, like I was a little child. Nope, don't look at Mia Goth's tits. Look at the wall. I sat there, I seen it all, bro. I was like, bro, Mia Goth's tits look just like my wife's. Oh my god, I love Mia Goth.
Extra work. I found this year
It's like,
when I'm working on more.
She's an amazing actress, producer, and she's so sexy, low-key, bro.
Every day I clip segments out of
she's
my
like
show.
regular girl sexy.
And then I put them up as
like
highlights.
Girl Next Door,
and that just
like,
seems to do better. Like today I'll probably do a clip of me going through the new Halloween animations and decorations.
I almost want to do a review of those movies. And that's why Phil's fucking movie reviews are annoying. He doesn't actually talk about the movies or the things about the movies that interested him or anything like that. It's just like, hi guys, here's a review of this movie. This is a movie, it's about a bunch of teenagers and they have to attack a villain, and the villain, it seems like he's very messed up. So they go to a house. The teenagers, they start at this house, right? And then you see the villain starts picking them off one by one. Like, one gets stuck through the neck with a knife, and one falls through a trap. But the main character realizes that something spooky's happening. So she does the intelligent thing, and she grabs a weapon and hides in the corner and waits for the bad guy to come and get her. So at the end of the movie, the bad guy comes into the cellar, and out of nowhere, the main character grabs a weapon and attacks the main bad guy and kills her. It's a very interesting movie, but I think it could have been better because there was so much sex in it sometimes. And I'm like, am I watching a porno or am I watching a horror movie? It's like, that's how deep his opinions about anything kind of go, bro.
And I'll probably do a clip of me, like felting cog or whatever. Like, I'll do 2 clips like that. And that, it takes some extra time, but that's worth it because people watch them. It breaks it out of the podcast. As opposed to me sitting here reviewing a movie, it gets 1,000 views, I make $1. And then,
Sleepy Squid? Nah, Maxine was dope, bro. Maxine was good. Like, if you already watched Pearl and X, you need to just watch Maxine. Finish it. Finish it. My biggest critique of that movie, and this is how good the director is. I don't know if he did, he used not a lot of horror movie cliches, but the cliches he used, bro, they gave me whiplash a little. Like, they made me feel like, are you fucking retarded and incompetent? You know, like, the fucking villain, the main villain of Maxine, bro, is so obviously told to you. Just, it's not shown to you in a clever, intelligent way. It's just, like, shown to you in such a cliche, obvious way. But it's such a good written, and it's just such a good fucking series, right? Where I'm like, bro, this guy can't be that retarded. You know, and incompetent. Where he doesn't know the rule of, like, you know, show, don't tell, or whatever. But it's just like, he straight up told you who the fucking main bad guy is. But it's a really good ending to that whole series if you invest it into Pearl and X. It is. It's good. It's not a waste of your time. It's the cliches, bro. It went full on into the horror aspects, where the other two, they felt more like elevated horror character studies. This one is too, but it leaned a little too hard into pure horror a little bit.
That's honestly why, you know, dude. I gotta lean towards
I
stuff
predicted
that's going to be profitable for my time. For example, I used to do DSP Tries,
but I'm
which was
a film buff
case
too,
test
you
series
know?
for fast food.
But it's
at first, it was ultra popular. It was bringing in tens of thousands of views, and I was making like $100 a video. So I was like, dude, I'll spend $15 at a fast food restaurant, make $100. Sounds like a plan. Then all the profitability fell off, and ended up being like getting 5,000 views a video. So I was literally making like $5 to $10 a video. So I was spending more money to buy the food than I was making on the video reviewing the food. So why would I keep doing it, right? So I switched up my content and did other stuff. That's just the truth of it. There's people out there who are very successful when it comes to on-demand video content. I'm really not anymore. I'm a guy where this interactive content is where it's at. This is where I'm getting my attention and profitability. It doesn't make sense to be dividing my time into on-demand content that no one's watching. See? Only money, laughing out loud, says Cubert's Ghost. Yes, when you're a business person who's operating a business and your time is valuable, you do things that make you money. That's correct. You use your brain. You're not an idiot. You're not a moron who throws all your attention towards fruitless efforts, and the next thing you know, you go out of business because you're a stupid idiot.
Don't forget, this is the fucker that not only went bankrupt, bro, but used a bunch of, dude, thousands of fucking viewers' dollars that were given to him to not invest in his fucking business, and he didn't fucking see her improve his real life. He just spent it on a fucking mobile game. He admitted to doing it multiple times on multiple platforms at this point. Bro, he has no right to say these things.
Idiot. That's right. Absolutely correct. And he did another super chat. He says, you can see the mountain of trash in his back garden on Google Earth. I don't, at this point, I'm not sure I'm too interested in getting into too much detail about this guy's life. Of course, now that I've brought it up, it probably will come up, right? Oh, boy. Yeah, I remember when I did the Iron Man 2 review. Yeah, that was over a decade ago. Back in the day, I did very few formal reviews. I did Iron Man 2 and Inception, right? And that was it. And then last year, I did a bunch. I did a bunch of horror movie reviews during October. Remember, I did the Scream movies, the newer ones, that is. And I did the new trilogy of Halloween movies, you know, the reboot series or whatever it was. And then I did, what else did I do? Oh, I did Barbarian. I did a few. I did like 5 or 6 horror reviews. They did okay, but again, they didn't really make me any money or attention. So that's why this year, if you guys have recommendations of horror movies for me to watch over October that we either talk about on stream or I review or both, I would like those recommendations. Okay, so let me know. Okay, Jasper Kitty, you all right? Jasper Kitty, you missed. Are you okay? He tried to jump up into the window and he missed.
You couldn't see, right? He wants to go in the window. Hold on 1 second, guys. Jasper, come over here. I'll let you go.
Oh my god, bro. Phil's a fucking F-turd. Ugh.
Yes, I've seen The Thing from the 1980s. It's an amazing movie. A super good horror movie. Thank you, Sandy. Sandy likes the layout behind me. All right, guys, it's time to end the show. It's been a long podcast. It's been a good one. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. Like I said, I'll probably break out a couple different things here as highlights.
Nope. I didn't enjoy it. You feel fuck yourself, Phil. Alright, before I leave, bro. Like I said, I'm so excited for Sparking Zero. I really am. I haven't been this excited for a video game since, like, Budokai Tenkaichi 2 came out, dude. And I think I was, like, fucking 14, 13, dude. Bro, we've had so many garbage games. So many garbage Dragon Ball games, right? It's been 17 years. 17 since Budokai 3, Budokai Tenkaichi 3, and Sparking Zero, which is essentially Budokai Tenkaichi 4. But they're trying to use the Japanese, the Japanese titling so it isn't, like, confusing and it stays in line with the rest of the marketing. So that's why we're calling it Sparking Zero. You know, it's like a return to zero. But yeah, I made a retarded meme just to send all my favorite Dragon Ball games off. And I posted it on Twitter, but it's a stupid meme, bro. You know me. I like making retarded memes. I'm gonna get out of here in a second, though. Will I be here tonight, though?
A couple introductions with the chat here. This is John.
Will I be here tonight? Most likely not. But tomorrow, I'll probably be here for the podcast and the night gameplay for Phil. Like I said, if you want to watch the Phil's Cultaholics interview, I did chop it up the best I could. That was the first thing we did today. So we watched, that's the first segment, like after, I burped. After the fucking waiting room and shit, bro. We watched the whole Cultaholics interview, but I cut out, like, who's your favorite wrestler, Phil? What's your favorite wrestling match? And the times when Phil, like, said some repetitive shit, like, I started doing YouTube. I got paid after doing it for free for 2 years. And, like, just stupid, monotonous shit that we already know. You know what I mean? So if you want to catch that, just rewind the stream. I'm going to keep the stream up. It's not going to be members only or anything fucking dumb. So, yeah, just rewind it to the beginning. Try to skip the fucking waiting room shit. We covered that whole shit. Phil's interview with Cultaholics, okay? The rest of it's the podcast, and then I'm just gonna show you guys this stupid retarded meme, because I love Dragon Ball, and now I'm getting out.
A couple introductions with the chat here. This is John O'Rourke.
Nice to meet you, John.
Mr. Ian Roberts.
Nice to meet you.
Peter Tencio.
All right, nice to meet you.
Jerome Smith.
Come on, brother. What's up, fam? You know this.
Keith Williamson.
Nice to meet you.
Mary Woodbury.
Come on.
Dude, a lot of these, none of y'all played.
Emily George.
Hold on.
Nice to meet you.
A lot of y'all fucking N-words ain't never played Attack of the Saiyans, bro. On the DS. That shit was lit. This game was literally probably the most pure Dragon Ball game. That was an RPG. Like, it was a turn-based Dragon Ball RPG. But it sucked. It only went up to the fucking Saiyan Saga. But it was dope. It was very dope.
Feel that?
Emily George.
All right. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Daryl Stokes.
Come on. What's up, fam? How you doing? All right. Never forget about that, because that's all we got. Oh, bring it in. Starting from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah. Nice to meet you. All right. Nice to meet you. All right. Nice to meet you.
1/8 black.
Afternoon, my octoroon. Come on, bring it in there. Tuck that.
Yeah, I'm in there, dog. I'm in there, dog.
You tucking it in there? What you tuck, dog? What you tuck, dog?
I'm in there. I'm in there.
All right. Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Oh, She is so beautiful. I want another one. There you go. Precious.
I do,
Beautiful.
bro.
Beautiful. What's her name?
Another Dragon Ball Origins game? I do.
This is Livia Ruggi.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Miss Ruggi. All right. Yeah, come on.
Burst Limit? Max, you're not a real Dragon Ball fan. Everything you say is invalidated, bro. Burst Limit was literally Dragon Ball Tenkaichi 4. It was, or not Tenkaichi 4, but it was Budokai 4, bro. It was, homie. What the fuck? Imagine Budokai 1, right? With actually, like, good fighting gameplay and graphics and story. Like, dude, it was good. It was good. It was Budokai the way that it should have been. But a lot of people didn't buy it. It wasn't that popular. We didn't get a Burst Limit 2. You're on crack. You don't think Burst Limit was good at all. You're on crack. You don't think that game was good.
All right, very good to meet you.
All right, here we go. Right this way, sir.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. No, now I gotta get Max. Bro, Burst Limit? Dude, you're gonna disrespect Burst Limit, homie. You're a bum. Nah, fuck that. Fucking Max is a fucking bum. He didn't like Burst Limit, bro. Are you joking? Burst Limit was like Budokai. That shit was fucking goated. It was Budokai. Budokai was better. This was so goated.
You afraid?
So, yeah, see, you hear Max? I told you his opinions are so fucking invalid. Did you just hear him? Graphics can't save gameplay and story. It's the same gameplay and story as fucking Budokai. Are you fucking retarded, bro? Are you high? No, all your opinions are so invalidated when it comes to fucking Dragon Ball games. You said that. You expose how dumb you are, bro, about these games. You ain't never played these games. Max ain't never played Budokai or fucking Burst Limit, and it just shows.
Dad, you all right? I'm about to finish this. You're going to lose. Is this all you got?
Max, you don't get it, bro. This shit was lit.
Not bad.
Max wasn't there. Max wasn't there, bro. I get it, Max. You weren't there. You weren't there, bro. Burst Limit was so lit because before Burst Limit, we had Infinite World, bro. And Infinite World was literally a garbage fucking Budokai fucking remake, dude. It was garbage. You never played Infinite World, bro. Okay? Nah, Burst Limit was such a refreshing game. Yeah, man, bro. We got shoveled so much garbage, literally. Not even garbage. These games were good, but it's like, oh my god, man. All we wanted was Budokai Tenkaichi 4. And if you're gonna do other shit, right? We wanted like Dragon Ball and like some other shit, dude. Like, we did not want... I don't know. It's so weird. It's weird being a Dragon Ball fan that likes the games, dude. But they're bad. A lot of them are kind of bad, you know? But whatever. I'm gonna get out of here. We have one more week. One more fucking week till Sparking Zero comes out. And I'm excited because I'm not going to really give too much of a fuck about Phil. It's going to feel normal as shit. But we're still going to cover Phil, you know what I mean? It's going to be cool. If you're interested in Sparking Zero, dude, unlike Phil, I'm being very repetitive about trying to give you money, not take it from you, okay? But if you want a copy of Sparking Zero, if I'm lucky, I could give away 3 copies, but I'm settling on 2. I'm giving away 2 copies of Sparking Zero, and for sure, I could give away the first copy on the 11th. So the 11th, bro. I think that's the actual day the game releases from early access or whatever. You know, so I'll be covering and playing the game during early access. But the day the game releases, I'm going to give away a copy of Sparking Zero so you guys could be part of the fun and all huff if you're a Dragon Ball head. And I'm going to give away a copy near the end of the month. Maybe 2 if the pockets are looking a little heavy. Yeah, if I'm doing a little good near the end of the month, considering all my bills and shit. I'm trying to give away 2 or 3, okay? If you want to be part of the giveaway, dog, it's strictly kind of PC only. Add me on Steam and make sure that the game's in your wish list. Because the way I do it is I go into my friends list and I pick a random person and I go into your wish list and I'll buy the game for you. You know, if it's a game for, like I say, this is a game I'm buying, you need to make sure you put in your wish list. Because otherwise, our normal giveaways is I just pick a couple people and I buy whatever games are in your wish list, you know, if I can afford it. So that's what's happening. That's how you could be a part of it. And it's not an obligation, like you need to be my friend or whatever, you know? So you could be a part of the giveaway and just unadd me on Steam or whatever afterwards. It doesn't matter to me, you know? But every month, I do give away a game to people in the audience as a way to say thank you for just kicking it with your boy here. I love y'all. I really do. So I'm going to get out of here. Hopefully you guys paid attention to that. And good luck to whoever wants a copy of Sparking Zero. Fuck Phil, bro. I hope that fucker lives in a cardboard box one day. I really do. And I'll see you guys later. Take care of yourselves and each other. Fucking don't work too hard. You happen to be working, bro. Smoke plenty of weed. Drink plenty of water. Don't be giving retards on the fucking internet all your fucking money just because they make you feel good on the inside. Actually support people that give you a little bit of something. I don't know.